Well, hello everyone. It is D&D with R&D. So many letters.
R&D.
R&D. Yes. It's been a minute since our last episode, and the way that we kick off is we are now going to strain Micro's memory at the faded, feather, misty time in the distant past, like 3 weeks ago.
I think you jogged my memory enough that I can remember what happened.
All right, we went for a jog.
The last thing that happened.
We had the auction, and there was some fighting at the auction. The auction never really became an auction. And we had to deal with some. We had to deal with talking to the mob lady of the blacksmiths, and carrying our way through that.
Well, because of the carrying, we almost got kicked out of the city.
Yes,
immediately.
That's not true at all. You guys got paid.
Yeah, we got paid, but
that's all right. Philomena,
I wasn't even there, so
no.
Yeah, Philomora doesn't exist anymore, so it's fine. It's back to Preet. Their cigarette.
I don't remember the exact like sequence of event. I just remember we had that. We had the auction and the battle inside the auction. We had the talking our way out of it. With the blacksmiths.
We went back to the tavern.
Yes.
You guys got some more magic stuff because you got paid.
Yes. So much magic.
We said goodbye to
Felix's
mom and Claire, and also
I forgot what I got.
Who is
most of got doled out because we were already tooled up.
It was so cute, and Felix's speech was so goddamn funny.
Yes, it was a great speech. By the way, you can give yourself inspiration for that wonderful, wonderful speech.
I will. Thank you.
I was mostly laughing. Not the speech was fantastic, but I was mostly laughing at the cleric thing. Like that just broke me. Like it was so genuine, and it just broke me.
Yeah. So Bruno's gonna stay.
Everyone,
because he's
in love.
With
getting his dick wet.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
His wand.
That's the best way to say it.
Well, he's a wizard. We have new fancy charisma advantage cloaks.
Clothes, yes.
Clothes.
You have fancy clothes.
Yes. Then we
got served.
Yeah, we got served.
Papers.
We're going to time court.
Yeah. It's like Judge Judy, but worse.
Oh, please let the judge be Judge Judy.
No idea what it's going to be like. So
please let it be Judge Judy.
I'm gonna.
Could be a tickle contest.
I think I have an idea of who the judge is likely gonna be.
Felix has demanded a lot of witnesses, and
that's true. You wrote a whole letter, didn't you?
You did.
You write some like magic letter with the ink about what you wanted.
It was Felix's turn to be a Karen.
Mhm.
Horatio is definitely trying to incorporate the indestructible serving papers into his robe as a form of armor.
That's right. You were trying to sew them into the lining.
Yes.
You were gonna
Which
like
is
try to
not gonna
staple
work.
them on it first. Well, if you have a
I'm
double lining with little
thinking-
pockets in them, you could make
Yeah.
it. You could do it.
Yeah.
It would
So
just take
that's-
a while.
I don't think that's how the paper works.
Probably not. They're probably also going to disappear once we something.
Yes.
And then we ventured out. I believe I can't remember. I believe we ventured north,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it was in a search of. Oh, I remember that we know that there's a former Lich's lair somewhere.
Didn't we go like
yes, you
looking
and
in some
that Lich's
caves?
lair. We were totally against it. You were like, a Lich's
yeah.
lair?
Yes.
We've got time to kill before our court proceedings. We're on probation. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, I think we were going to find a new place to sell like a gazillion guns that we
Yeah.
don't
You do-
know how to
And
use.
That's a
I
good
was gonna
idea.
I was gonna get a dagger made out of God's dream.
Mhm. Yeah, but you're skipping ahead. You're skipping ahead to what you want to do now.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have to be here in the city for a week.
Yeah. But you have plans. You also had your meeting with vampires and the king.
Mhm.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
I went full on representative.
Mm-hmm.
You got them a good deal. As
Yeah.
far as you can tell, like from your knowledge of good
I
deals,
miss
you got them a good deal.
Estely missed her calling. Like,
There's still time.
I think
No,
there
I
was
think she
a
didn't.
yeah.
we
no.
floated around the idea of traveling the world and finding kids to send to college.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But we're headed into the more jungly areas, away from all the places we've already been and into whole new
Mhm.
places.
Yep. So yeah, that more or
Places-
less kind of
Places we're not
Yes.
wanted yet.
Oh, let's also
Sorry,
not
R&D.
forget. Let's not forget the shipping that happened, and that Estely and Claire are now canon.
Oh yeah,
So-
you guys kissed. That
Yeah.
Sinclair
Yeah.
kissed at the last time. Yeah, so that's the thing. But yeah, you
Not that I
saw.
heard you shipped.
Oh yeah, we shipped Erasmus with a quaddle.
Yeah. And then the
I'm so
quaddle
proud.
disappeared.
I'm so proud of you.
And I don't think it could ever work.
I'll make it work.
We'll make it work. Don't you fret. But yeah, so with that in mind, you actually did want to go speak with the blacksmith, not the blacksmith, the mob, but the blacksmith that has been working your God's dream for the last
Yeah.
whatever amount of months. God, forever, because
Yeah.
you guys have been doing this for a while now.
Well, for him, it's only been like a week.
No, it's been like a month because you guys kept like interrupting him. You like time travel. You trained travel shenanigans. Yeah, you guys you've known him for a while. And so you wanted to go talk to him because he made the shield and he made something else. I forget, a sword
It's
maybe?
like
Or a
spear.
piece of
Yes.
armor
A
or
shield.
something.
Oh, I wanted a ring out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, did you
Oh,
want to
yeah,
you
I
wanted to make
a
a ring out of it.
Mhm.
And I wanted
Um,
a dagger.
You wanted a dagger. Okay. So you go to speak whatever. This is the next week. The city has calmed itself down. There is spring break is over.
Correct.
The city is still busy, but it's not the same kind of busy. It's not full of teenagers
normal busy.
outside flashing their boobs. It's just normal busy people going to work.
Aw.
Yeah, sorry,
Boobs.
boobs are done. The
The
owner
boobs are
Jack,
never done.
yeah, the owner of the Shattered Spoon, Jack, will gladly let you keep renting out the rooms if you want to keep paying for that. That's fine. He does offer Trevor a job because cook. But the rest of you, he's like, I don't really need security, and I really don't need like extra servers. Like, you know, the regular,
Or a bar.
my regular people can handle this now that the influx of people is so much lower. He really doesn't need anyone else. But he did like Trevor's cooking, so he would like to keep Trevor on board if Trevor is willing to. Along with, he does offer you 2 nights, Friday and Saturday night preet if you would like to play. On Friday, Saturday nights. I don't know
Yeah,
how long you're
yeah,
staying
yeah.
here, but she does offer you to, you know, keep being on stage and play.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, you can keep renting out the room. That's fine. He did offer Bruno a job, but I believe that Bruno is probably also going to get offered a job to be the vampire liaison.
Because I mentioned him.
Mm-hmm. But until then, Bruno is staying in the Shattered Spoon until he can find a place to live and all that. He's got to settle himself down. Bruno does kind of hang around, and he's willing to work. So everyone's kind of have their things busied up. Beginning of the week shows up, and you are off to see the blacksmith, who I still don't even remember his name. He's come up like several times. I don't remember.
He's the dude.
The dude blacksmith. When you get there, he explains to you. He's like, "Oh, hey, you know, like the Godstream people. Cool beans. Also, I know that you gave me like a bunch of Godstream, and you're like, hey, can you sell it? There is now a ban on selling Godstream in SOC. However, he says he can pretty much get around it by making things, and if people bring it to him, he can make it. He's already bought the stuff that you have, so he'll make weapons or whatever and sell them to people, but he's not going to be able to sell it like any more than that. Like,
so not in its raw form.
Why is there
that'll probably
a
be more profitable in the end anyway?
Yeah.
why is there a ban?
The blacksmiths have stated that somebody pissed off the boss lady, and she banned the sale of Godstream.
You know, this stuff on the black market is worth so much more now.
This is the black market.
This is the black market.
Yeah, but I mean, there are other blacksmiths. There's other
the
blacksmiths.
of the markets.
There are other blacksmiths.
We're probably going to be heading out of town.
There's
anyway,
other cities, yeah.
Yeah, he will. He says he's more than willing to work on the stuff that he already bought. So he's more than willing to have it. Work on it, make you the daggers that you want, anything else that you want made, he will make it for you, but he's letting you know that you're not going to be able to just sell it in SOC, at least not with the reputation that it's got at the moment.
Fair enough.
But if you want to put in your order for your daggers, oh god, whatever
How
a rare
much
item
is one?
Whatever a rare item costs. I should have. No, that's my monster manual. That's not my thing. I should have looked at the price.
They
whatever
don't
rare
actually,
costs.
Yeah, you know what? I looked for this the other day, and they don't have prices in the DMG.
They do, but it's like a super large range. It's like 5,000 to 10,000 or 50,000 or something like that. Right. In the DMG for a rare item, to sell them, it's really not made to like buy them. Definitely within what you can afford, so I'm gonna have to look it up exactly.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much gonna get a rare item out of it. He says 1 will take him a week, 2 is gonna take him a little bit longer, so it depends on how much you're willing to wait.
How much are we willing to wait?
Especially if you want to do like a ring and something else, like it's all gonna eat up time.
There are people who us dead, I believe.
I think we can find another blacksmith somewhere else who can work with it. But
we do appreciate it.
Well, if you got a week, I'll be here.
If you want your dagger, Edsley, because I'm already my AC is pretty good, so I don't know what the ring will do, but I don't know what a dagger will do,
but I want one.
Okay.
All right, we can do a week.
Okay.
Just keep it on the down low.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's fine. They're not. Nita isn't furious about it. She just made it very clear.
She's just being salty.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna get murdered for selling it, but Edsley would know this. She's sending you a message. It's not about she's not gonna kill you or anything. She's sending you a message about
please behave.
Please behave. Yeah, like I can fuck with your business. Probably at this point, Edsley can figure out it's not. I mean, it's at Philomora that's really aimed at. Like you were the one who was out and about, kind of promoting this stuff. You were the face, and so it's definitely a message to Philomora of like, fuck with me, and I can take your business away.
I think we should go side with the people who are going to bust up their auction and give them some intel.
No.
Well,
Start a
those
gang
people
war.
were dicks.
Yeah, they're
They
dicks
were
too.
dicks. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, differently though.
Yeah.
They're also kind of, sort of, some of them aren't alive.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Two
We
of them
already
aren't
kinda
alive.
killed
One of them is. One of them got away.
The time one.
The good time one. The time one got away. Okay. So, with that said, you got a week to kill before you get
Yes.
your daggers. So, in that time, dagger. Sorry, just one. In that time, you all are welcome to take on whatever projects you want to take on for a week. I'm not sure what you want to do. If you want to practice something or just hang around, relax, whatever it is, we can kind of keep track of it. But now's the time to tell me.
Do some study.
I guess Esley would practice throwing her daggers.
Throwing her daggers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be outside of the place working on my working with the animals and working on my shooting skills.
Okay. So you're going to be working with Rosie and working on your guns. Anything for you, Preet?
Preet is going to go out busking
Mhm.
for a little bit of money, but also just to like see if there's any interesting rumors or stuff. This is just for the DM to plant stuff if there's a interesting thing you want to drop in. So yeah, she's just gonna go around the town, and busk.
Okay. And Tiaho is going to join you, Felix, on your training. She's mostly going to train with her sword. She doesn't get into guns, but she's out there training with her sword and helping you out the best that she can.
Great, thanks. Good to have the company.
Okay, so with that said, we're not going to quite skip ahead a week. It takes a couple of days before Claire is back in the Shattered Spoon and would like to chat with all of you.
Okie doke.
Yeah,
Okay.
she kind of asks around to make sure you all are available and you all get together in the Shattered Spoon again to talk. She starts off, she's friendly with you, but you do notice that neither 0 or 1 are with her this time around, and she's being a little bit more nervous and careful about like people coming into the Shattered Spoon. Every time the door opens, she turns around and makes sure nobody that she knows, like, she's nervous. She's very nervous. And she, breaks in all of you here. I was really hoping we could talk about how we plan on saving my mother. It was part of the deal, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
I know you probably have a lot of questions. And so, yes, we need to, it's very important that we try to settle that as soon as possible.
Well, of course, honey. Here's the thing. I kind of thought we would be doing that when we got to the court. Like telling the court we needed her to be broken out of her indentured servitude, as it were.
That's a pretty good idea. That might potentially work. Yeah, I could see that. I will tell you that I don't know if that will necessarily stop Persimmon from continuing his pursuit. He's not entirely above the court, but my guess is that, like me, who's a diplomat, he might have diplomatic immunity against messing with time.
So do we gotta gank him? Is that what you're saying?
If we really want to stop him, yes.
If we really want there to be more than 2 weeks of the future.
Yes.
How
I'm
do we
in.
go about that?
Well,
That's probably what we should discuss.
I will tell you that he is within the time gate, or within the area of the time gate. And it's a demi-plane. He is quite powerful in there. So if we were to confront him in there, we would have to be incredibly prepared and very, very lucky. However, if we can get him outside the demiplane, we might be able to get an advantage.
Hmm.
And how would we
And
get
there's
him out?
probably a handful of ways we could do that.
Yes, he does allow my mother to leave the demiplane and go on errands for him.
And
she's
the
never
whole
really
reason why
tried-
the whole reason why he's pissed to begin with is because she got hurt. So
Well, let's not hurt her. Is that what you're suggesting?
no, I mean hold her for ransom.
Well,
I mean, we need to get her anyway.
wouldn't be holding her for ransom as much as, you know,
Well, it'd be
Rescuing
more
her?
of a lure.
rescuing her.
Yeah, and it would
We
lure
can-
him out.
Mhm.
Of course,
Well, that's
we would have
true.
no idea where she was or
Two
when
birds,
she
one
was
stone.
going on
Yes.
where or when she would be going on an errand for
He
him.
might.
So,
I can find out that information. I do get to visit my mother, so I can find that out. I get Persimmon has a tendency to send out others to do his dirty work. So if you were to pretend to capture her, there's a good chance that all he would do would be to send me, Morgan, and Maxim out to find you. I'm assuming you'd have to make it very clear where we were where you were in order to make it in order for him to come get you.
the
And who
alternative
knows?
is
Who
finding
knows? Maxim has a
Scrags.
whole army a whole kingdom. Who knows how many he would bring along?
Well, that's interesting. That
And
provides
who knows
its
if the
own
hand is a part of
difficulties as well. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, if we can move fast and quietly someplace and be pretty far away, you know, having to move an entire army around is a lot.
this. Mm.
Yes.
Even better, if you have to move an entire army through a mountain chain,
Mhm.
across a
So-
mountain chain into
And-
another country.
And if we move her quietly, we can also set up a red herring. So
Well, that
maybe
also,
some kind of trap.
but that also assumes that that the place we would be able to find her when she goes on an errand is a place where we don't get to decide where that is
Or when that is.
or when that is.
I think that's the first thing that we need to think about is where and when. Does she have like a list of things that she goes and does?
I can definitely find that for you.
Because I think it would be good to preemptively know where and when she's going at a certain place in time and planning around that.
How did y'all get in the time gate the last time?
We kind of just. Oh wait, that wasn't that.
Not you.
Not you. Not you, Muffin.
We wandered ass backwards into it.
That's actually just a you, and I wandered back because
I
nobody else
wandered.
was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, there were other people there.
Yeah.
Just none of
So
them are.
it's grammatically
anymore.
correct for her to say we.
Yes, that's true.
Mm.
Yes. I believe I've been having a very difficult time finding him, but I believe that Scrags might be a good incentive for Persimmon to come out.
It would.
Or
It really
send
would.
someone
If
to
we could
get
find
him.
him.
Yes. I've had many people in the court try to scry on him and find him. And we have been unable to, which leads me to believe that he may have left this plane or is in another demi-plane.
Hmm.
However, I do have agents constantly looking for him in the Underdark and on the surface.
Hmm.
I, for one, can tell you the Underdark is a really good place to hide.
Yeah, but if you're hiding from scrying, there's limited ways to do that.
Mhm.
That is true.
Yeah, that either requires specific magic to prevent scrying or not being on the same plane.
I have that magic, but a lot of people don't. It's innate to people like me, cool people.
So cool.
Hmm.
But
I cast it every day when I wake up.
You do. You're very diligent about it.
Mm-hmm.
From the sounds of it, it sounds like we can't really. The only thing we can actively do at the moment is try and figure out when your mother will be out and about, because our other options is somehow finding Scrags or hoping that the court of time will be able to help us in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a suggestion. Perhaps we can do all three. We can start off with finding out when and where your mom will be and making a plan to get her away and hide her away somewhere safe so that he has no control over where she is. And then, depending on what comes first, we could still do the court thing if that comes first. But when we're finished doing that, we could try to find Scrags. But it seems like the more important thing to do right now is to get Claire's mom to safety.
Yes, I agree. It's the only thing we can actively do right now. Looking for Scrags is if a bunch of agents haven't found him, us simply going out and looking isn't gonna help.
That's very true. I will keep my agents out, and any information that I find, I will make sure to relay it to you. I still do have the message stone and can communicate with you.
Mm.
Mm.
But so with the business part done, I did was hoping to be able to invite you tomorrow night to there's a local hot spring. I figured you could all enjoy some relaxation. I got the whole group reservations if you would like to join me.
Oh,
Sounds
I
lovely.
could use a change of water.
A hot spring with you sounds nice.
Yes,
and she's gonna give Claire a wink.
Yes, there's no need to go out shopping for bathing suits. They're not allowed.
I wasn't planning on wearing one.
I wasn't talking to you.
Cecily's gonna turn slightly magenta.
Well, very well. She gives you the name, and I will meet you there tomorrow evening. Then.
Wait, do we know where it is?
Yeah, she'll tell you all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah, you're finding a hot. You'll be fine. You're not going on a quest to find a hot.
No, it's more like I'll see you later.
We're not about to do that, Dad. As much as I love making you all wait in lines and whatnot, there is no quest to find the hot spring.
That would be such a funny ass campaign.
Yeah.
These wary worn out travelers must go on a quest to find relaxation.
Yes, that's it. That's the whole thing. Well,
for the holy Trillax pills.
If it's all right with you, I must get going. I am pushing my luck being away from 0 and 1 for this long.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, yes.
Tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Cecily's gonna give her hand a quick kiss before she leaves.
You see her turn very red.
You guys sicken me.
You're too cute.
Esley's gonna laugh at that.
All right.
I'm gonna cast.
So unless you all got, at the end of the week, I'll have you all roll for things for the practices that you've been doing, rather than just do it as the days go by. Until then, unless somebody has something to do, we can skip on forward to a little hot spring.
Yeah.
We got a hot spring episode.
Yeah.
Woo!
Get in the hot tub. Woo!
Literally every episode for me.
All right. You are given directions in the name of the hot spring, which I wish I would have come up with one, but I didn't because I'm a goose. Let's go with Dragon's Breath Hot Springs. Makes
Ooh, that sounds good.
yeah, Dragon's Breath. I gotta write that down. That's a good one. Ooh, look at me being all
Creative and
Being all
shit.
creative.
and shit. As you approach the hot springs, you can, even before you get there, you can start feeling the heat. As the hot springs, it's warm because it is much closer to like the lava flows that you see around Sock, letting the water warm up, and you can start to smell the minerals in the water as you approach it. Just very, very clean is what you get. There is a single entrance to it. When you get inside, you are greeted by not servants, just helpers who let you know, oh yes, Miss Lady Claire said that you would be arriving soon. Please, by all means, come this way. And they provide you with a small, not a small room, a good little size room where you all can change out of your clothes. They provide you with some nice silk robes for you to wear.
I like this place.
Hell yeah.
Along with, they offer, if you would like anything to drink while you are there. They do highly suggest that you hydrate, but will provide beverages if you wish.
Sure, I'll have a sweet tea.
Yeah.
Sweet tea. Very well.
I think I'll be fine. I'll be enjoying the water itself.
Very good.
I'll have a drink too.
They get you all your drinks, along with any other things that you might kind of want. This is all expenses paid, and Claire has already taken care of this, so don't worry about the money.
Nice.
Dry martini, 2 olives.
There you go. And then they point you down the hall towards the door, and then like the springs are right past that door. We do not abide by the ancient what do they call them? The ancient tradition of segregating us by gender. So you will be all together if don't really have another option, to be fair. I believe there's only really one other guest here tonight. Otherwise, you should have the whole area all to yourselves.
Ooh, where is this other guest if we run into them?
She, I believe, was by the
It's just
main
a bunch
pool.
of women. Hell yeah.
By the main pool. You'll spot her.
Okay.
And yeah, as you walk in, the heat. What's your name? Horatio. Your bowl like immediately fogs up with the condensation as the heat kind of heats you. Trevor bumps into a couple of walls, and eventually one of the helpers kind of grabs his hand.
I get
Well, condensation doesn't necessarily cover the bowl when there's water already touching the bowl.
No,
So
but
it's
it's going to be
mostly-
a temperature difference. because
Yeah,
of the water inside.
it's like a cold glass of water in when you take a cold glass of water outside and all the water condenses.
I will just get Trevor to like wipe it off so I can keep seeing.
Trevor the windshield wiper.
Trevor the windshield wiper. You being skeleton being used for the most important things in the world, windshield wiping.
Exactly.
As once you get through the slight mist and the fresh air of this hot springs, you can hear the bubbling water as water drips down around you, and like a slight waterfall, and you end in this very fine little waterfall area.
Ooh.
I should get your tokens in here, but there you guys are. In the back, you notice almost immediately a what appears to be a woman with Horatio. You notice this first. She has scales, not like Etsley scales, more like your scales. She's got
fish
like
scales.
fish scales. She's got a very fishy demeanor to her. Her scales and gills, and she just seems to be sitting there enjoying the warm water. We'll get you guys out here so you can pick where you want to be, except for Bruno. Sorry, Bruno, you are fired. No, you know what? Bruno might come along. It was an invitation for everybody. Super large tokens all over the place.
Oh my gosh, Felix is sitting on top of the other one. You've crushed her.
Oh, still too large. There we go. Oh, there's no grid. That's why it's not snapping. I'm like, why isn't it?
Oh yeah.
There is a grid on the actual map, but not on Roll20. So
I'm super tiny.
Yep, you are super tiny because of the lack of grid. There you go. All right, yeah. Place yourself. This is just for funsies. Honestly, I don't expect you to get into battle. Hopefully, don't. I'm not ready for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Where's the entrance? Is this the entrance?
I think all the steps. Do they have like
yes,
different
that is
levels?
the entrance. Yeah.
Okay.
Different levels to it.
Esley's gonna sit here near the entrance for no reason.
But I'm gonna have Trevor walk up and like bend over and just dip the bowl into the water, and I'll swim out, and then Trevor like powers down, and he's got
Trevor powers down.
Preet's heading for the waterfall.
And then of course,
whoa! Don't you have to like be in a bag for like an hour and acclimate yourself so you don't die?
Exactly.
Stop that. Trevor, stop it. You'll kill him.
Interns can have their own pool.
I'm swimming around.
The intern pool.
It's been nice. It's nice, like actually having some room to swim in.
Yeah. Trevor's just sitting there, bowl kind of halfway into the water, head down. Doesn't seem to be moving. And of course Claire is here because I forgot about her. And she comes and sits between you and the lovely fish lady.
Yay.
Of course, like I said, there are no clothes allowed, so all of you is alls. Not that Horatio cares, but there is there's Horatio just swimming around. All of y'all's just there's no clothes. You don't need them. You don't got them.
I'm seeing everything.
Yep, get to see absolutely everything.
I'm blind.
If you come near Esley, she will kick you.
I'm kind of on my own because I'm sick of other people smooching it in my general direction where I can see it. But I'm not shy, so like I'm just naked, walking around, bouncing in like nothing.
Tiaho and Bruno are a little shy at first, but once they dip themselves in the water, they get a lot more comfortable and relaxed. The water, it just seems like it just relaxes you. All the knots in your back get undone. The warmth just eases all your leg muscles and your arms, and you just get nice and sleepy and just like very,
and then an actual
relaxed.
dragon flies in and we have to fight it naked.
I know, fight naked, no weapons.
What does it taste like?
What does the water taste like? At first it's really At first it's really startling because it's just hot and you're just like but once you kind of get used to it, it's just very minerally. Not a whole lot of iron, just kind of minerally. It's almost to your size, you can practically like taste the particles in it. It's just a little, it's just minerals. It's running through water and rocks and stuff. So, but besides that, it's very clean. If it weren't so hot, it'd probably be very refreshing. But it's just really hot. So.
Yeah, Preet's just flapping around, splashing in the water, enjoying the waterfall, standing underneath it, doing like the hair shake thing, like a hair commercial, like a shampoo commercial.
Nice.
Exley's gonna be flirting
with Claire, I hope.
Well,
I don't know.
Who
I should
else?
assume so.
I mean, there's someone
Who
else there. I don't
else?
know. I don't know how you roll.
Exley don't care about her.
Okay. I don't know how you roll.
I don't know this lady.
Mm-hmm.
Only one lady with scales.
As you sit there, the lady with scales.
I'm the lady with scales.
The other lady with scales.
That's right, other lady with scales.
You see her dip underwater and just disappear. You can see her, outline underneath the water. And she kind of begins to, since you're swimming around Horatio, just kind of swims up to you and kind of chases you around the pool like fishy thing.
I'm gonna need mute.
Sorry, I can hear her, which is the funny part.
Yes. So no, that's fun. It's fine. Let's have some underwater chasing.
Do an acrobatics check.
No, I would like you to do a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
How well of a performance fish are you? It's been like you don't even remember the last time you'd had this much space to swim around in. It's a little.
I don't think I've ever had that.
You might. I mean, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? You may never have. But so it's a little overwhelming. Obviously, the difference in size gets you're still a fish. And she's huge, but she is very. What do you do? Worse than you somehow. Goodness gracious.
Well, I am the one that actually literally is built for swimming.
Yeah. So she's a little awkward around you, but manages to, be careful around you, doesn't bump into you or anything. This isn't like stepping on your toes while dancing, but it's definitely a little awkward at first. She does have a pretty big grin on her, and underwater, because she can do this, and probably you can too. You can God. Sorry, I can hear her. She's right here. So it's all the things. She stops and kind of looks at you and asks "Oh, why I don't usually get to see creatures like you. What's your name?"
Horatio von Bubbleton III.
Oh. Well, hello. You are quite far from the ocean.
Oh, the ocean would be a weird place for me to be, given that I'm a freshwater fish.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
How did you the only creatures we ever see down here tend to be eels and little crabs. Rarely do we see fish. Maybe some blind fish in the caves.
Well, you see the skeleton. You saw the skeleton walking up.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Your friend.
Friends, butler is probably. I control him.
Oh.
It's a long story of magic gone wrong.
Oh, I see. Oh, were you transformed into a fish?
No, have always been a fish, and I was awakened.
Oh, how interesting. Well, you are quite the cute little guy.
Well, thank you very much. I don't get that, but I don't get that compliment that often.
Yes, well, many humanoids don't see the appeal of gills and fins.
I guess that's true. Oh, I'm sorry. How rude of me. Enough about me. Tell me about you. What's your name?
My name is Shala. I'm a weary traveler.
I don't believe I'm acquainted with your species.
Probably not. Many of us prefer the salt waters of the ocean.
Ah, I see.
Yes. I'm a little different. There's a lake that I call my home, quite a distance from here.
I'm not like other girls.
That's broken me.
Good.
Apparently.
Okay. I'm really trying so hard not to like just start laughing.
Wow, you really did. That really did break you.
Yes. That comment.
You're welcome, Muffin.
Yes. Well, yes, I am. I'm trying my best to make it back home. Took a bit of a, how would you say, sabbatical. Then made it back to my ocean home. Saw my folks. You know how it is. And I've been trying to make it back, but it's been quite the tough journey. Did not realize how much had changed over the last 50 years. Quite, the surface is not as hospitable as I remember it.
That's sadly known. No, it is wars.
Yes,
I was forced
humanoids
down here.
and their wars.
Yes, I was forced down here by said wars.
Me too. I attempted to make my way home until the armies above made it nearly impossible to travel. I've been traveling underground for months. The waters underground are not as inviting as they are on the surface, unfortunately. It's been quite a difficult journey.
No, they're certainly not all like this.
No, this has been very relaxing.
Yes, yeah.
Do the rest of us hear this conversation as we're
It's all happening underwater, so probably
I was
not.
about to say, she and Horatio are underwater having this lovely conversation, and the rest of us are just hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, you've probably seen them kind of following each other around and are now underwater talking.
Ed Seeley would have definitely leaned towards Claire and said, I ship it.
So unless you guys want to do something about getting involved in the conversation.
I mean, I don't know how they would get involved.
I mean, you can go up to the surface and talk.
I guess that's true.
You don't need to, because you can just stay underwater, but...
where this lake, where is it? We will likely be traveling, leaving the city and traveling ourselves, and it might be in the same direction. And we should be able to provide you some protection.
Oh, well, isn't that very generous of you?
Big strong man protecting.
It's a little north of here, of the mountains. You would have to cross the mountains, which has a way to cross the mountains has eluded me for several weeks. I've been here for quite a while, making it up the elevator and through the, how should we put it, the governmentally approved ways is difficult when you are a free spirit and can't quite produce the right documentation.
I see. Well, we will likely also be traveling north, and I believe we have a way out around that, don't we? I can't remember.
We do have Claire, and also we're always about taking the illegal routes.
We can probably find a way to get you through as well.
Well, aren't you a generous little one? And she kind of takes her fishy little finger and rubs it against the chin of your fishy little face.
I love this so
much. If a fish could blush, I would.
You are an awakened fish. You can blush. It's canon now.
You can blush. Yes. We're gonna make it. Can awakened fish can blush.
You have blood. You can blush.
That's not how that works, but okay.
Shh. It's how it works now.
So in this universe, biology works that way.
Fair enough.
Biology works the pasta way.
Mm-hmm.
They're making it up as we go along way.
Yay!
Oh, that's not even fair. Simply, we're quite used to picking up people and helping out. It's what we do.
Well, thank you very much for all of your generosity.
You're quite welcome.
Do you know when you plan to leave?
I believe by the end of this week, most likely.
And where might I find you?
We're staying at the Broken Spoon in Zug. I believe that.
Oh yes,
find us there.
I've heard of such a place. Quite rowdy last week, I heard.
Yes, it's calmed down.
Oh. I do prefer a more relaxing atmosphere.
Well, that makes sense why you would come here then.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for letting me know. I would hate to let such a catch get away.
Okay, yes. Oh, obviously, we should probably discuss this with my associates.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not technically the leader here, but
oh, of course, I would hate to get you into any trouble. Not for my sake.
I'm sure they will be fine with you traveling with us for a bit until you find your home.
Introduce your girlfriend.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
Well, let's go talk to the others. I swim. I don't know. I can't exactly get to Felix, leader, and talk.
No, you can probably yell at her.
You do have the second in command, but the second in command did tell you that if you swam near her, she was going to kick you.
Yeah. You could always jump into Trevor and help people over.
Yeah, I'll jump. I'll attempt to jump. No, that's stupid. I'm not a salmon. I'll yell over there.
You're a salmon now.
I will yell over, like swim over here and yell over.
Felix, as you are relaxing, you hear Horatio's tiny little voice coming from above. It's a little hard to hear over the nice waterfall that you are sitting next to, but you hear him calling for you.
It's almost like he's a ghost.
A leader's work is never done. Then a very naked, wet Felix gets up, just hops up, and then hops back down. Says,
"Hey, Felix." Preet will wave as you go by. Splash, splash.
Hey, Felix. And Slee's just going to give her a jovial wave from the other side of the pool.
Absolutely. Claire has been holding your hand this whole time.
Aww.
So, what's up?
Sle's going to be sitting very, very close to Claire.
Well, I would like to introduce you to my new acquaintance.
Girlfriend.
Hello, my name is Shala. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine. Any friend of Horatio von Bubbleton III is a friend of mine.
Well, you have a very generous friend who offered me potentially a little bit of help making it back home.
He's going roughly the same way with us. She's going north, like we are, but is having trouble getting out of the city. We can probably I figured we might be able to find a way for her to get out the city with us?
Sure. You don't mind my asking, madam, do you need to be in the water all the time?
Oh, not at all. It's just far more comfortable in the water. I can walk and breathe like use land dwellers.
All right, well, I'd love to have you.
Oh.
I'm sure everybody else feels the same way. Everybody wanna this is Shella, Horatio's friend. She's gonna just come along as we head wherever it is we head.
Cool.
Where are we heading?
Groovy, man.
Off.
North. Yeah.
North.
That's about all I got out of you all was north.
And also, we can't forget that we're hopefully Claire's mom's going to be north, which I'm assuming.
We've no way of knowing.
Yet. She did say she'd keep you.
I mean,
She'd keep you and updated on that.
We should warn you ahead of time. It's
we get into danger.
We get into trouble sometimes.
Oh, I believe that I can hold my own for the most part. I have traveled all the way through most of the kingdom of Leonis and through the ocean. It is quite dangerous up on the surface.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's why we always go together, buddy system.
Oh, what a brilliant idea. But yes, I have been here for a few hours and I believe I'm getting a little too hot, so might need to step away. Horatio has given me all the details about the broken spoon, and I will come find you. He said that by the end of the week you'd be ready to go.
Yep, sounds cool.
Yep.
Very well.
Good to meet
It
you,
was a
Shala.
pleasure meeting all of you. Enjoy the water. Try not to stay too long. It does get a little hot sometimes. And with that, she makes her way out of the water and
Can I insight check her though quickly?
Yeah, go for it.
It's like, boy, she gets
so
friendly.
salacious, she's suspicious.
It's definitely rubbed off.
You might even say something might seem fishy.
Something might seem fishy about her, huh? She is genuinely seems like just a genuine friendly person. You did notice that while you were watching her, even though she was listening to what you had to say, her eyes kept darting over to Horatio and would only kind of nod and agree with what you were saying when she felt like she needed to pay attention.
Bit distracted?
She looked a little bit distracted, yeah.
By that sexy fish tail.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of do I have any idea what she is?
Fish folk. I don't know. You can try nature, but I'm not sure you were kind of the kind of person to be around fishy folk.
Not really.
Yeah.
And I'll try in nature, I guess. See if maybe I've heard of.
Yeah, some sort of fish elf. Fish elves. Let's go with that.
Fish elves. Do fish elves eat fish?
Elves.
Hey, is there something wrong with the pork? I mean,
hold on a second. So you will discuss your things. My wife is here. We gotta discuss dinner real quick.
There's a very important pork conversation to be had.
Very important pork conversation.
Horatio, as much as I'm thrilled that you found a new friend.
Friend
in air quotes.
She's very taken with you. And I'm worried she might want to eat you.
That's well. If that is the case, then I'm sure we can handle that. He's just one person, and he would have to get past Trevor.
I think what Felix is trying to say is don't succumb to her sexy fishy ways and get distracted, or she'll eat you.
I wasn't planning on doing that.
Look, if it turns
I was
out
also
that
planning on killing Claire.
Anyway, I'm just saying, like, maybe she's just really taken with you and your sparkling personality and intellect and wit. That's entirely possible. And maybe she's just looking for a prom date. But man, she was like really focused. And, usually there's only a few things that I ever get that focused on. One is one thing, which is your own business and I don't care. The other is like steak. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Pre pipes up and says, also maybe a reward. I mean, how wanted are you, Horatio?
Hmm?
You're wanted, aren't you?
Am I? I don't think I'm wanted.
Don't they they have your research and when they want you to translate the research for them?
The only way we would know if he was wanted is by looking at wanted papers.
Well,
and that would be a little risky for me and Felix to do.
I don't remember. I don't think. I'm pretty sure
Because you escaped to the Underdark, right?
Yes, but I went off before. As far as I'm aware in my backstory.
Could someone else be after your research?
It's more than it's not so much that they're like deliberately after my research. It's more than like if they were to go through like the abandoned lab, they would find it. Like, as far as I'm aware, they don't know that there's anything there.
Horatio, we don't usually pry into people's back history, but maybe you should just, we're all here. If you feel comfortable, you could just tell us what's happening. What's up? Like, how did everything come to be? Where were you?
Well, I was in what was once Nospel, and well, Trevor or I guess he was Woadan at that point, was in Nospel doing research. I was his pet. There was an accident in the lab, and me and Trevor happened. I continued the research of that was going
I'm sorry, you and Trevor, what?
happened.
Happened.
Trevor used to be, as my understanding I've come to, used to be Wodan, a powerful wizard. There was an accident, and I was awakened, and he was turned into Trevor. And I gained control of him. I have not been able to figure out what magic caused that. I spent considerable time on it, but it is so far I've come up empty-handed. But I continued that researching, a little more necromantic leaning, for about 5 years. But then, as King Maxim took the throne and started to expand the kingdom of Leona into Nospal, we were forced to flee, and we were forced to flee under circumstances which didn't allow me to take my research with me. I don't know if they have the research. As far as I'm aware, they don't know that there are research in my lab that would potentially be dangerous if they got it. dangerous for us. That is. But it's a possibility that they might have ransacked it and found it.
And if they ransacked it and found it, would they be looking for you?
I'm not more than likely they would be looking for Wodan. I didn't really make my existence known.
Interesting.
From what I can tell, Wodan was also a recluse. They might be looking for him and potentially me, but any wizard that a king would have access to should be able to figure out my notes with a few couple of weeks work. It's there are multiple bits of research that could potentially be dangerous should they get hold of it. Now, of course, someone would have to recognize that, so unless the person ransacking there had the sufficient magical knowledge to realize that, I don't think they would necessarily know. It might just be in a random library somewhere.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep an eye out and have Trevor come and get us if she tries to eat you.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah.
Got her like a fish.
She seemed friendly. I don't
She
think
is kind of a fish.
What's a fish? What do you mean, what's a fish? Sorry. Loki reference there. But she is a fish, so we could gut her to get Horatio out.
Well,
Hopefully it won't come to that.
I don't think she's planning on eating me. She seemed quite friendly.
Quite friendly.
Yeah. I mean, it was a fairly short conversation, but she seemed friendly.
Yeah, she seemed friendly.
But then again, I'm not a good judge of character. You live alone with
Yeah, I mean, look at the friends you ended up with.
What do you live alone with a skeleton who can't talk for 5 years, is it? Yeah. Your social skills deteriorates, and I didn't have many to begin with. I've mostly learned what I know through reading books on the topic of the etiquette.
Oh, that's why you're so proper. We need to fix that.
So R&D, we kind of faffed, by the way. Just so, like some backstory.
It's also good stuff. You learned a whole lot about Horatia's backstory without me having to do much, so I'll take it. Mm-hmm.
And it was all because we needed to figure out whether or not he was wanted.
As far as I'm aware, I'm not wanted.
All right. So yeah, what do y'all want to do?
We'll hang out here for a bit.
Hang out in the water for a bit. Yeah, you can do that. Etsley and Claire, you all get. She doesn't mind you being that close to her at all.
I'm getting into another pool though. I mean, at this point, I'm sitting here going like, Jesus, Horatio's gonna get laid before I do.
I mean, we have a week here. You could still, no,
you're a pretty cleric lady.
Complicated.
Pretty
complicated.
Cleric.
What kind of life do I have to offer a nice girl like that? Come on.
Preet will be splashing under the waterfall and go, "There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her."
Roll me a performance. Roll me a performance.
All right, coming up. Do performance. Oh, I'm another Sebastian.
Oh my gosh, hell yeah.
Etsley, you find yourself overwhelmed with emotion.
Kiss the girl.
That
Kiss the girl.
You find that this song speaks to your soul.
Etzley's gonna look over at Claire and then look over at Preet, and her face is just gonna go full magenta.
Kiss the girl. Go on and kiss.
With that kind of performance, Claire kind of leans into your ear and says, "Do you think maybe we could leave before the others?"
Etzley's face is just gonna get even more pink, which seems impossible because she's kind of a purple color.
Very pink.
And then she's gonna look at her and give her a smirk and go, "Yes, we can."
The rest of you notice that both Claire and Etzley leave they just happen to wander off on their own, leaving you all kind of on your own.
Preet blows on her nails and then buffs them,
They didn't say anything.
Etzley's gonna thank you later.
Yeah, they didn't tell you where they were going, but they are now gone.
The intent is implied.
Yes, the intent is very much so implied. What would the rest of you all like to do? If it's just to relax, that works too.
Yeah.
Now you need to work your music to get Felix to go to the cleric.
Mm-hmm.
No. Preet knows better than to fuck with Felix.
Use your magic, goddess of love. Or at least goddess of horniness.
Definitely horniness. Yeah, for sure. No, she's gonna just be splashing, doing her hydrotherapy, the lower back and the arms around the neck and the waterfall. Oh yeah, it's all good.
As Horatio gets you more used to swimming in a big open thing, he's gets brave and tries to do a few jumps out of the water, which is not what
you can do in athletics. You're terrible at, I'm assuming.
Yes, I am.
You're terrible at it.
14.
Yeah, that's not bad. Well, you got 3 inches off up the water.
Pretty good for a goldfish.
Yeah, a goldfish is not bad. You ain't making that jump over to. You ain't making those 5-6 feet over to Felix, but 3 inches isn't bad. Yeah. All right. Eventually you all start to feel a little hot, and it's just a little much, especially with the endless martinis that get brought to you, Felix.
Hell yeah.
It's gotten a little much, but Etzley and Claire have never came back, so kind of you can all think whatever you want to think about
Thank
that.
God for that. I don't want them to.
Will they? Won't they? Will they? Won't they? Will they? Won't they?
They will. That's fine. So eventually, Felix is gonna get up and be like, "Well, I better go back while I can still find my way."
Yep.
And
I'm gonna swim back into my bowl and make sure that all the water in the bowl is now nice mineral water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got a whole bowl of mineral water.
And now you're just gonna relax all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna be hot for that long.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be good for your scales.
It's gonna be good for your scales. A little nourishment.
Yeah.
You're gonna have such shiny scales.
Well, they're already golden.
Preet's going to go and hang out and learn, how Tiaho and Blubba, yes, are doing.
Bruno
Bruno.
doing.
Yeah.
Bubba, that's his
As
name
you
now.
go over there, they aren't as cheerful as the rest of you. They're having a very serious conversation. They don't seem sad by any stretch, but just serious. You do hear the name Shava and Herrick and Orsic kind of be thrown around a little bit. And so they seem to be reminiscing and talking about other places and things that you really don't know too much about. But they are definitely talking about them. You notice that Tiaho does seem to be bringing up the Herrick person quite a bit, and seems a little sad about Like her voice kind of cracks every once in a while when she brings him up.
Oh,
Well, I'd like to sort of intrude and ask them to tell me stories of like Herrick and Shavaris and Shava and what they got up to try to bring. Yeah. So.
Well, they tell you all about finding the floof bar and the succubus, and Bruno definitely wants to tell you the tale about the time they took on some eldritch evil that was making everyone sick, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you get the whole shebang from both of them. Once you manage to change the mood from a more somber mood to a more cheerful mood. They all seem to want to bring up like the good times they had together, and so you notice that Tiaho seems less sad about talking about Herrick when it comes to like talking about the deeds that he has done, as opposed like she's almost proud of him, like he did all this great stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of bond with the interns.
All right. Yeah, anything else you all would like to do for the night? Otherwise,
then when we're all pickles, we'll get out.
Well, what I'm doing for the night's already set and done stuff. Yeah. So
yeah, I don't think you're all are seeing Etzli tonight.
Roll a performance check.
You might see me tomorrow.
You might see her tomorrow, but for now, you ain't seeing Etzli. So yeah, unless you all have anything else to do in the hot springs.
Nope, headed to bed.
All head to bed.
Sleep very well.
Yeah, very relaxed. You all eventually the next day, some point or another, Etzli does show up. Claire Etzli will tell you when you have to say your goodbyes that she needs to head back to King Maxim and his nonsense. She's been away for far too long and he might get a little suspicious, but she will keep you informed of the things that you talked about. So she'll let you know if anything's important, but she will probably not see you for a while.
And in that case, Etzli's gonna compel her to stay safe and to just talk to her whenever she wants. She doesn't have to just grab the message stone whenever she has an update. And she'll express in her own Etzli way that she's gonna miss her.
Okay. I think you expressed that last night in your own Etzli way.
I mean, in a more verbal way. That was a more physical way. There's more than one way to say I'm gonna miss you.
All right. So yeah, next day kind of rolls around. Unless anyone has anything they want to do, we can kind of skip over to the end of the week.
Sure.
I'm down with that.
I need to figure out what my dagger does.
Okay. So let's start with the people who need to do rolls. Felix, animal handling with advantage because you got Tiaho kind of helping you out.
All right. Hang on.
Oof.
Oh, all right. Luck. Come on.
Rosie is like really sassy. She's like acting like a teenager. She is just super sassy with you now. Will just kind of roll her eyes at you when you give her an instruction. Will kind of ignore you and just like, no, don't move. Whoa.
What was that?
I don't know. I'm gonna go find out.
Okay.
So.
Sounds like something fell over, obviously.
Yeah.
Or got knocked down.
Yeah, it was a really big bang.
Animal handling is not really my ideal talent.
Yeah.
And you're the one gathering all the pets.
No.
There's some kind of spell you can do for that? Animal friendship or
Yeah,
Okay,
animal
Funky.
friendship with.
I don't think I I don't
I don't
think.
think any of us have it.
Yeah.
you can pick up a scroll or something though, right? Give yourself advantage on those.
Mm.
Charmer, then trainer.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh, I speak with animals.
That might be useful.
Does she even count as an animal? Probably.
That's a good
Says
question.
beasts, not animals. It says actually, it says in the
Well, I
spell
don't-
name, but
well-
it says beasts in the.
But she's not a beast.
Okay.
And I'm not a druid or a cleric or.
I have it as part of my magic guitar.
Maybe I'll ask you to try to talk to her. See if you can get through.
Yeah, sure.
She's a monstrosity, so I don't think that's gonna.
Well, you know,
She-
I mean, she's kind of also my pet, so we'll see.
I
Could
don't
work.
She needs the cool aunt to have a talk with her.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the spell to burn, so.
Yeah.
Pumpkin wanted to go see what was going on.
Well, that's what dogs do.
Yeah.
I had to give her a treat to get her to come back into the room. He's like, ha ha ha. Thank you, mommy.
Yeah.
I got food for being.
I remember my Bella was very food motivated, as a handler would say. And, I mean, she liked praise, but she got attention all the time, so that wasn't enough. Like, no, in my mouth now. Put something tasty.
What's
Yeah.
wrong now?
So is everything okay? R&D's been gone a while.
I don't know yet.
Okay. So besides picking up the dagger in our rolls, we gotta meet our new friend.
Yeah.
And then we just get our streeters.
Yeah, get the cards, go. We need to figure out how we're gonna get out of the city.
Well, doesn't Felix have some connections? People
I think so.
People she's been paying off at the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Well-
getting out of the city is a problem.
Those are the gates to the
Yeah.
Underdark, aren't they?
Yeah, no, what I meant is like getting through the passes up. Like her problem was that she didn't have paperwork, so we need to find a way to get out of the.
We'll just stay in the woods. I mean, what was really between us and the mountains?
Well, we have to take the elevator up out of the city, and then we have to there's checkpoints in the passes.
Why don't we just hide her somewhere?
Or if I remember
we
correctly, isn't there a way to get up to the surface on the other side of the mountains from the Underdark?
Yes, because
If we kept
also
going
can't
forward?
go through the official because we want.
Oh, that's right.
Well, some of us are, yeah. So, yeah. I believe there is a way because we've been out in those jungles before.
Yeah, we figured it
Yeah.
out before, so
Yeah,
we'll figure it out
we
again.
can go back out that way presumably.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming we're gonna do.
Oh my god! All this talk about being relaxed in a hot spring,
I
and now I'm
know.
like ready
Yawning.
for sleep. I just oh god.
I know it makes me want to go to my local spa.
I've never been to a spa.
When you come to Germany, you can come with me. We'll go to the spa. It's really good.
Gosh.
Germany has very good spas. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
It's a whole thing. No, it's like, well, there's 8 pools of different temperatures, and they have plunge pools for cold, but they also have a heated mineral bath that the Romans initially
Ooh.
built thing on because Romans love their baths. But then they have an indoor hot tub, an outdoor hot tub, a mineral soaking area. They've got a saline, like the Dead Sea is so salinic or whatever that you float. One of those. And then they've got like a sauna village with like 3 good sized huts, and then a cooling off area, and then they have also a sauna area that has an overlook that looks over the Rhine to the cityscape of Cologne.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And all of those.
Germany has a whole tradition of
Yes.
those kinds of like spa and bathhouses.
Naked. Everybody's naked.
Yes, that is the other thing. It is
naked.
It is no clothes.
Yep. Oh, they have an Ayurvedic steam sauna too, where they bring you in hot tea while you're like sweating in steam, because that's what they do in India. Because if you're hotter on the inside, then you're cooler on the outside. So goes the logic. I don't believe it. It is sus.
That's not how temperature works.
No. I just like hose myself down, because you actually sit in these like little carved out areas with hoses. I'm just like, hose my face down all the time. I'm just filling time now till R&D gets back.
Yeah, no.
So, but yes, Germany and the spas. The worst one I ever went to be fair, it was based on an Irish setup. So when they had spas, apparently the Romans had their spas in Ireland. They had really cold water because it's fucking Ireland on top of hot springs. So this one, the temperatures in all of the 3 pools that they had available was really high. It was like in the 90s. And then they had these, they had some regular temperature ones to be fair, but their cooling off area, one of their cooling off areas was just like, like a postal slot and a door, and it would just shoot out water with bits of ice in it.
Ouch.
And it was so cold. Anyway, welcome back, R&D. We're just talking.
I love that. That's great.
Oh, yeah, 90 degrees, ice getting shot on you, bits of ice, cold water. Ah!
Sounds good. All right. Sorry about that. So we got people being busy doing things. Yes. Rosie being naughty.
It should be a 10 if that makes any difference. But I did.
Yeah, she's being naughty.
Yeah, I did ask Preet
Wait, that's why you had
to.
advantage on it because.
Oh, you did have advantage.
Yeah.
I forgot. So that's an 18.
Well, that's better. Oh yeah, Tiao was helping. That's right.
Yeah, Tiao. Okay, with an 18. Never mind. She's not being naughty. That's a lie. With an 18, she's learning some pretty good tricks. I think she could already do the help action for you. So
Right. Yeah.
she's getting much better about listening to like precisely where you want her to go. And particularly with Tiaho, she's learned how to like be very distracting and stuff. So she's like, Tiaho will sit there and like pretend to be an enemy, and she'll go up there and like raise her tentacles and be like, "Wah!"
Nice.
Quite adorable. Yeah.
I give her lots of meat and scritches, and I also spend time with all my other pets.
Yes, you have a lot of them at this point. Granted, 2 of them care a lot less about it. They'll just do whatever you want, but
yeah, 2 of them are.
I
still give everybody love.
Yeah, they still have fun hanging around. All right, let's see.
I also need to roll on the guns.
Mm-hmm. Good old fashioned dexterity for that.
Okay. Dexterity.
Yeah, you're getting the hang of it. Makes sense.
Am I guess that Tiaho wasn't working with me.
No, she doesn't know jack shit about gun and really doesn't really care for them. Like, she's more of a sword kind of lady.
Oops, sorry.
I'm sure it would
did
work
not need to do all
I was
those.
there with you, but I was practicing knife throwing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's all right. All right, well, I'm getting there.
I'm getting there.
Another week.
Yep, another week down of practicing guns.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Preet got a 14.
You had questions.
Oh no, she was busking out in the streets. But she wasn't that, like, it wasn't like a performance. It was more just for fun and listening.
Yes.
So, yeah, she got a 14. Not
She got a
great.
14. Not great.
For her.
No. Yeah. Nothing that you don't already know about Sock.
Okay. Yep. Fair enough.
Nita's the boss, blacksmith's running everything, nothing else.
Do I get some money, though? Can I roll for some spare change?
Let's see for some spare change.
See what I make.
Let's see what you make. Whoa, okay. You make a good amount. 93 pieces of silver.
83, woohoo.
Yeah. Well, you got a whole week there, so
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
You got a whole week of doing this, so
It's just for beer money.
You know? Yeah. Okay. And Etsley.
Yes, I was practicing knife throwing, and I have my dagger that I need to pick up.
Yes, so let's start with your dex save for you. Or not dex, just dex, not save. Dex on knife throwing. Oh, fantastic. You this is something you're already pretty good at. You'd been worrying more about stabbing people as of late. But now you've kind of gotten back in the rhythm of things. I think you're already proficient with daggers, so it's more like taking the rust off than like learning a new skill. So you just like, all right,
and like just practicing and getting better.
Yeah, you got this. You're like, all right, it's been a while, but I got this. I remember how to do it. And I believe those are all the rolls, which takes us to the day before Shala is there to greet you. You go back to the blacksmith, our unnamed blacksmith, to get your dagger. And he's like, oh, have some pretty bad news, kind of, I think, about the dagger. You see, I tried to put in your request to make a dagger, but the Godstream wouldn't let me. Every time I tried to focus on it and try to shape it, it resisted, and it make me miss with my hammer, and it just would not be shaped into a dagger. Instead, I decided to listen to the Godstream and see what it wanted me to do. I found it weird that it made small pieces like buckles and braces, and I didn't entirely know what to do with them. I reached out to some of the other artisans in town, and one of my friends pointed out that I had made a bandolier. I do not know if you, or the pieces for a bandolier, if you know what one of those are. I was flabbergasted, but with her help, she managed to get together a bandolier with the Godstream, making up many of the metal components that would usually make it up. I don't know what it does, but it's what the Godstream wanted to be made into.
R&D, what the fuck is a bandolier?
What is a bandolier? Is like it's like those belts that you like wear across your chest.
You
know how like in action movies the action star will have like with all the bullets on it.
Yeah,
that thing.
Oh! I always called that a bullet chest sling thingy.
Yes, it's a bullet chest sling thingy. That's what it is, but it's got a name. It's called a bandolier.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes. So you have a bandolier.
Does it look like it could hold my daggers?
It looks like it has spots for daggers, but when you try to put in your daggers, they don't stay in place. They just kind of slip out. So you spend, your hour of attunement time getting to know this thing. You go out to your knife throwing practicing area, and you sit there and stare at it. You decide to just hold on to the empty, like there's empty slots where like knives should go.
Yeah.
But there's nothing there, and you put your hand up to it as if you were grabbing a knife. And as you put your hand there, a knife forms in your hand. Allowing you to throw it. Once it hits your target, it disappears.
Oh, hell yeah.
Infinite knives.
Are
You
these
have
just,
infinite knives.
I have infinite knives. Holy that's awesome.
Yes. So you have pretty much a +1 dagger. So you can add it to as far as rolls go, it's a +1 dagger. You cannot stab with it. You cannot make melee attacks with it.
I can only throw them.
You can only throw them. As an action, you can throw 2 of them. So
Ooh,
that
nice.
should be your
it
2
acts as a
attacks.
+1 dagger.
It acts as a +1 dagger.
Okay.
And you can
This is
With just the thrown
awesome.
property, not the
and you use your actions to make 2 attacks with
to
it.
make 2 attacks, which I think is what you get to do anyway. If I remember right.
Yes, that would be.
So even with my throwing daggers, I can still make 2 attacks.
With these daggers, you can make 2 range attacks.
And
With
then
one
can
action,
I do
yeah.
anything else? Can I do any other attacks after that? Or
I mean, yeah, you can do your offhand attack. You could even throw one of your other daggers. You just wouldn't be
As
able
an
to throw one
offhand.
of these, yeah, as an offhand attack.
okay.
If you were, I think there's a feat
This
for
is
like
better
dual.
than just having a dagger.
Yeah, you have infinite daggers. They do disappear, and they don't stick around. Like they don't stick around your hand if you don't throw them. Like they'll disappear. Yeah,
Nice.
so you got to throw them. But on the other hand, they also disappeared.
And I have infinite.
You have infinite amount of them.
It's pretty good
And
at
then they are
assassination.
magical for the resistances and stuff. And immunity, they're magical.
Oh, the +1, so yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I added a +1 dagger to Mischief.
Yep. There you go. That's what your bandolier does.
Cool.
That is awesome.
That's neat.
So yeah. So with all of that.
Oh my gosh, I am so totally Inej now.
Yeah. So with all of that, what is your plan for leaving Sock? How do you plan on leaving Sock?
Well, we know of a way out that goes to the north because we've gone in through it, a cave.
Yeah.
And
You do well.
yeah, we do.
You know of another way to get to the abyss. You don't know how that connects to Sock.
No, was there a point where we were out in the jungle and had to go back in?
Yeah, but you didn't make it back into Sock. You made it into the Underdark.
Yeah, but like,
so there's a gap between that place and Sock that you can assume they connect because the abyss, you ended up at the abyss both times, but you don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, so we have to figure that out. Well, we have maps.
Mm-hmm.
You have maps of the Underdark.
Yeah.
You're not in the Underdark. You're on the surface. Granted, underground on the surface, but on the surface.
Yeah, but we can't, as far as we know, we can't get up, right? Because we'd have to go through the elevator and we don't have paperwork and everybody wants us.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. You could just take the elevator, but then you have to deal with immigration, more or less.
That's got connections, right?
There are probably plenty of caves in one. Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, let's try just doing it that way, because really, I don't want to go through the abyss again. It's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Forever.
Pasta kind of took a break there, but
yeah,
we'll get her to roll. She also knows things, so it's really, the roll isn't gonna, she's gonna have to do a persuasion roll. It's just gonna be how much money it costs her to get information rather than the information that she gets. So yeah, you are told a smuggling route, not particularly far from here. Pretty much you follow the edge of the abyss for a little while, and then rather than continuing to follow it, you follow a separate cave into kind of deeper into the mountain, and the idea is you're going to kind of go through the middle of the mountain and then come out on the other side. That's kind of the idea. So you get some pretty good directions at the end of it.
Cool.
How to get there.
All right, let's we get all our wagons together. Say goodbye to the place we were staying. Get all of our stuff, all of our pets, and
Say goodbye to Bruno.
Load up.
Yeah, gotta say goodbye to Bruno. Bruno's there in the morning to say goodbye to you all.
I give him a big hug.
Mm-hmm. He hugs all of you, including Trevor. And yeah, he's melancholy, but ready to go, ready to stay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He's on to his own new adventure.
Changing diapers.
Changing diapers. We'll make a baby for baby Etzley. No, baby Felix. Sorry,
baby Felix. Yes.
The next baby is Esley.
The second baby it's Etzley. The first one's Felix. Yes. Okay, so with that said,
I need to make a roll.
yes, persuasion, please. Okay, yeah. Oh, with that good of a persuasion. I mean, it's not gonna be free, but it's definitely gonna be a whole lot less money than if you hadn't rolled that high. We'll go with you're not being asked for much, just 20 gold pieces. You kind of charm your way in there, and people are more than happy to. You do notice.
More charming.
Well, you do notice that while you're here, that people are more willing to help you. It seems like the blacksmiths have kind of spread your name around, and so people are much more willing to help you.
That is both a good thing and a bad thing for me.
Yeah.
So you in particular, they seem very willing to help. So yes, 20 gold. Is that what I said? 20 gold pieces is what you would.
I started out stealing from the blacksmiths, and now I'm their favorite person.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to take it out of the kitty?
Oh, I already took it out of my own pocket. It's not that much.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. So you got directions. You know where to go. Shala is here in the morning.
Okay.
Ready to say hi to all of you.
Specifically Horatio.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, if Esley can't find Claire that day, she's just gonna contact her via the rock.
You have not been able to see. Claire has pretty much since the day after the hot springs. Claire has left, so she is off.
Okay, in that case, she's gonna whisper into the stone that they're heading out, and to remind Claire to be safe and wary of the king.
Mm-hmm. You get a little kissy face emoji back.
And Esley's gonna blush slightly.
All right, so off you go into the not the Underdark, but the underground.
Yeah.
General Underground. Shala in tow, and all that jazz. You spend most of it's going to take you a couple of days to get there. Fairly uneventful days as you wind through the abyss kind of hanging around your left side. You can every once in a while hear the flappity flaps of the umbrella things as they dive bomb into the abyss. You do because you've experienced that, you do kind of get to see them swarm around like certain points for a little bit and then disperse. Take a guess at what happened to whatever was there.
We know what happened to whatever was there. We don't need a guess.
Yeah. And they, for the most part, they leave you alone. They seem to be hanging around in the abyss for the most part.
They know who they're fucking with.
And whatever cart Horatio is in, Shala decides that that's the cart that she is going to hang out in.
Okay.
So she hangs out with you. I don't know what cart you're. I think you're still in Herrick's cart.
Yeah, I'm controlling Herrick's.
Controlling Herrick's cart. She mostly talks to you about the beauty of nature and whatnot. From your conversations, you gather that she is a druid, a water druid, sea druid, who's grew up
circle of land, sea. Okay.
Yeah, circle of sea, whatever. She's she mostly grew up in the ocean, but she was never too fond of like oceany things, like oceany fish or oceany coral and sea turtles and sharks. So just like not really her thing. So one day she made it into you know how like dolphins in the Amazon make it into the flooded Amazons and kind of swim through the trees and stuff.
River dolphins.
Yeah, river dolphin. So she ended up pretty much becoming more or less being a river dolphin. The jungle area flooded up, and she was able to make her swim her way into the jungle, just north of the mountains, and found that she really kind of liked being in the rivers, and eventually found herself a nice little lake that she called home. She lived there for a fairly good amount of time. Fish elves kind of age like regular elves do, which is that they take, they age rather slowly. Yeah, so she spent like about 100 years or so just kind of chilling there. She lets you know that there was a couple of, for the most part, it was fairly relaxing. She would help out, other adventurers who'd come through and then do whatnots. They'd regale her in stories about, getting rid of goblins and kobolds or whatever that was bothering the nearby towns and stuff. But she just kind of for the most part kept to herself and the other forest animals, eventually kind of becoming a bit of a protector of the lake and the surrounding areas. So she was Lady of the Lake kind of thing, where she protected the area and the animals had a very good relationship with her. Eventually, there was some pretty hefty trouble that occurred not too far from her lake. She doesn't know the details. She just knows that adventurers came by one day, eager to go stop some great evil, and then came back. A group of 6 of them went out, and only 2 of them came back incredibly injured. They didn't want to talk about what that had happened or what they had seen. They seemed sad, traumatized, and unwilling to really talk, but she helped nurse them back to health in her lake. They did let her know that things should be safe around here for a while. So she kind of took that as a sign of, needing to go see her family, and that her little lake would be safe for a little while. So she waited until the floods and went back out into the ocean. She swam south through the ocean, wanting to kind of see the most that she could. She kind of took the scenic route, spend a little bit of time with her family in the south of Leonis, the peninsula that it's on, and then was making her way north again. She was very keen on taking like the scenic route, so she decided to take the land on the way back. She had spent so many years in the sea and the rivers that she's like, wonder what the land's like. It's gotta be like something, right? There's something special there. Plenty of people live there. And that's when kind of the whole nonsense with the army of Leonis started. It's just a giant mess out there. The army's absolutely everywhere. They're constantly carting everyone, like documentation for this and for that. She talks about there being like slave carts would just shove people in, like what appear to be mostly non-citizens of Leonis, but they will on occasion grab citizens of Leonis and just shove them into carts and take them off to work somewhere. She never found out where, because she just avoided getting caught, and eventually realized that it's far too dangerous on the surface for her, and decided to take kind of an easier route, what she hoped would be an easier route through the Underdark. She found a nice little underground river that made it all the way down to an underground lake that got her onto the King's Road, which you know all about. And then kind of easily made her way up to Sock, where she's been a few weeks. Yeah, over the next couple of days, she kind of tells you her story.
Can I do I get a sense of where her lake is?
You don't know enough about Historia, I don't think, to
Okay,
really know. Just that it's north of the mountains
Okay,
in the jungly area. That's about all.
fair enough.
Yep. But yeah, so travels go mostly well and easy. Not much happens. You all get to kind of relax, read some books, do some cooking, all that fun jazz. Eventually you, through winding caves, the caves open up. I don't know how many of you have experienced snow in game. How many of you have experienced snow? But what you see in front of you is a large open cave where it appears like it has been snowing for hours. As you look out into the cave, the floor kind of glistens and reflects light at you. From the ceiling hang these like giant crystal stars, and it looks like an endless field of snow to you. On one end of the sort of ahead of you, you can hear people chattering away and talking about something. It's a not a large group, maybe 10 people, kind of huddled together talking. They all seem rather desperate and scared.
Wait, is this like an opening out of the mountain with a snow, or are we still like completely inside and there's just like snow?
There's
inside?
a ceiling. Yeah, no, there's a ceiling to this. You're still inside.
It's a cursed cave.
That's suspicious.
Let's go talk to those nice people and see what's going on.
Yeah, I wonder why they're concerned. It can't be for some suspicious and dangerous reason.
No, never. Danger with me, never.
They're just concerned because this bitch Susie slept with their uncle's wife, and now it's a problem.
Bitch Susie.
As you approach the group, they seemed skeptical of you, not like they spot you coming up and then they kind of start whispering in very quiet whispers.
How many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. They all look like humanoids. A fair amount of them look like, I would say 7 of them look like humans. 8 of them look like humans. 3 of them look like gnomes, so they're quite a bit shorter than the humans. All kind of very much so huddled together, whispering to each other.
What are they dressed as?
They look rather ragged, like cloaks, but nothing too nice. Mostly looks like traveling gear.
Okay.
I will nudge Preet like, you talk better than me.
Yeah, Preet will kind of strap on her instrument and kind of be tuning it as she walks up. And just, kind of strums a little bit and says, "Hello, friends."
As you start to strum, you hear a almost synchronized shh, and a woman in a robe and hat comes out and says, "Shh, you gotta keep it down here.
Okay.
It's pretty dangerous. I'm sorry. My name is Cassandra. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Preet.
Very nice. I'm sorry. We don't mean to be rude. This is and she kind of points to the open cave. This is the hunting ground for some very dangerous creatures. And we wish not to bring their attention. We are a group of refugees. We're waiting for a friend of mine who is bringing some runes to help us cross across to the other side, but We've been waiting here for days, and he is yet to arrive. I'm a little worried that something might have happened to him.
Well, do you have any idea what it is inside that you're avoiding?
Have you ever heard of a purple worm?
I think I've heard some songs that had purple worms in them. You know, I've the people that I'm with are kind of badass. They might be able to get us through and help you get through as well if you want me to go talk to them.
I'm sure, but yes, I'm sorry, but the music just...
No, it's fine.
I'm
fine,
sure
fine.
that it's lovely, but...
No, it's okay. Let me go see if my friends can help clear the path forward. Just a second. Preet will come over and I've huddle around, like ask for like a team huddle, you know. So like picture this from the bottom up of us leaning over. It says, okay.
Like in a classic
football
sports movie.
Yes, exactly.
Football huddle.
Yeah. It's like, all right, who wants to take on a purple worm?
Do any of us know what that is?
Probably. You all have
It's the
spent
worm
enough
from
time in the
SpongeBob.
Underdark that you know what a purple... Probably know what a purple... It's a giant ass worm that's purple.
I mean,
no
pretty
way.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Because apparently these group of refugees have been waiting for someone to help them get through, but the guys like ditched them a couple days now, and they don't know what's happened. And they're trying.
This is the only way through, right?
Mm-hmm. Seems to be.
Okay, so we'll all
Really,
have
we have
to
no
take on the
we have no choice
purple.
but to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we probably want to keep the civilians, you know.
Yeah, none of them look like fighters.
Yeah.
At all.
In-
Remotely.
In the
How
carts
about
or
we-
something.
How about we go in there and then we can, once it's safe, we can bring them. We can.
Well,
go
it depends on
and get
how
them.
deep or how far we have to go to double back. It might be just worth it to have them hide in our carts.
I'm sure it's not that far away if this is its hunting grounds.
Well, it's more that. Do we want to try and sneak through? Because
I will show you how large of an area you're looking for. The tokens are just kind of there because I figured you need them, and I didn't put them in any particular order besides the fact that they are there at the very bottom.
Oh shit!
As you can see,
Oh,
it's a
shit.
very, very
Oh
large
shit!
area.
I've never
Oh my
seen.
gosh.
I've never seen a map that large.
That is quite the length.
Yep.
Yeah, so the very bottom, there are the group of 10 refugees. The lady in blue there is Cassandra.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just put your streeters in your carts here again for funsies. Not that they're
I've-
there, just
Funsies.
because you'll probably need them.
What we could do is we could just go up a little bit and make a whole lot of noise, kill it, and then we can go through.
So these are fissures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see them even from where you are, that there's kind of holes on the ground.
And these are like big.
You're too far away without really to be able to tell what those are.
Okay, no,
Like, you
it's
get a
more
little
like-
bit more vision just because you.
No, what's up and like it's more like the topography. Like, are these raised things or are just places where there's no snow? Like
You can't really see those. So these big all like gray parts, those are raised areas.
okay. No, that's just what I wanted to know. Like what's up and what's down. Like just out of game, so I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So if we wanted Etzley to like climb one of those and have a look around, maybe.
Yeah.
Get it?
I could climb up.
Yeah,
one.
they're raised, depending, they're all raised different amounts. They're 30, 40, 50 feet, depends on which one.
I could take a fly around.
Oh yeah, that would also work. Mm-hmm. Pinpoint it,
So-
go in, kick its ass.
Well, it will come up from the ground. I know purple worms.
Yeah.
You probably have to like do a little tap dance to get it to come, but
Yep, they do like to dig.
they're diggers. But
They dig
it.
what we can do is find a place that would be maybe advantageous.
Yeah, I can also cast flying myself. So we've got 2 people at least who can stay off the ground and bait it.
I'm so stealthy, I'm practically invisible. So.
True.
And I for the
Oh
purposes,
yeah, and I have my shoes of spider climbing. So.
Well, I mean, the question isn't whether we can get across. We could probably figure out our way across, but unless we're gonna fly people across
and the
one at a
streeters.
time, and the streeters, and we're gonna have to. I think we should let them stay here, go
And we go kill the
farther
thing.
away, so we can fight the thing.
Mm-hmm. And then when it's clear, let them through and hope there are no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right, so I guess.
I mean,
Going-
I'm pretty light as far as like. So I probably won't make that much noise walking across. Like I only like Trevor only weighs like 25 pounds because he's a skeleton. Yes, I looked up what an average human skeleton weighs.
Do you know if Trevor's human?
Well, he's humanoid. He's human sized.
He's human size. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he is or not. All right, you'll plan for a sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, so I am looking up. Oh, I guess it's about 3/4 of the way at a large round space, which might be a good place to.
I have prestidigitation.
So do I.
So I could, or we could, like throw our voice, or like create, loud noises.
I don't think
It's usually.
prestidigitation lets you do. That's the thaumaturgy.
Ah, damn it, wrong one. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Harmless sensory effect.
Yeah, I
it's
think.
more like-
It isn't even noise. It's vibration, but vibration is a harmless sensory effect.
True. I could just like play my instrument and have it like resonate more till it came to me. I could be bait, but then I could cast fly with my bandolin, not bandolier, but my lute.
Yeah, it is big and it's
Fedora.
gonna get us. So I think right now I want to know where we're gonna be at. I want to get pretty far away from the group. So I'm thinking up 3/4 of the way up. There's a big round area and sort of a
Like here?
long
Well, I don't know if
area.
we can see that far
Yeah.
in game.
Well, yeah, we can't. We can presumably not see that far.
Yeah, so maybe go up to the first fissure, and have a look in.
All right, let's go take a look.
That might also be a good idea just to figure out like how deep. We know there's snow, but like, is this like a glacier where there's like several meters of ice underneath us?
I
Are
think
you guys
we
actually
should-
walking out to the thing?
We're
haven't
not
moved yet.
yet.
Okay.
I think we should go out a little further, though. I think that we should fly over.
Those of you can fly.
That's all right. We'll bring you guys when we're ready. Maybe take a quick look at a couple of fissures.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get away from. Let's not even risk anybody coming up while we've got.
Yeah, definitely. No, we should definitely like go out and take the fight away from the people who would not be able to fight.
I suggest those who can fly ahead and scout and see where a good spot is, and then come back and get us. I know I can walk so stealthily that I won't get caught, more than likely. But yeah.
All right. Yep, I can cast fly with my instrument. Like
And
once per day.
You would have to play the quietest song.
Now would
She's
be a
just like
good time to have a zombie.
Yeah. Ping, 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 ping.
Okay. So just because of the way that this encounter is set up, we're gonna go back to OSR rules, the ones that you used when you did the weird cube dungeon thing.
Yeah.
that took like 2 weeks off of your lives. That one. So, this doesn't mean combat, but I want all of you to roll initiative. Oh, hold on a second, because we still got these other people. So this doesn't mean combat. It just means this is how we're gonna walk across.
I see.
And then combat will happen as kind of combat-y happens.
Oh, that was a crappy initiative.
The 3 of us rolled a 7.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to luck
Good
point
grief.
that initiative just because somebody has to. All right,
Okay,
16.
Actually,
Okay,
I'm
and
assuming you're the fastest.
Yeah, I am the.
Wait, you didn't you roll a 14?
No, I just clicked on my token and rolled it.
Oh, right. Okay. No, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So, sounds good. Like I said, this isn't things. All right, I'm gonna move because so you all don't want the refugees or the Steeders to be kind of part of this right now. So I'm gonna move them away. You all are starting kind of at the bottom of the caves. I'm gonna move all your tokens there. But
What about our new friend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Shala in here, huh? Let me grab her. Do you want her to participate in this?
Yeah, let's see what she can do. Take her out for a spin.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
we
test
can
run.
ask her if she feels up to that task.
Yeah, she might be able to charm a
I'm sure
worm.
if you ask her, she will.
Okay, there she is. There's Shala. Okay, let's have her roll some initiative. Ooh, she did just as terribly as the rest of you.
Well, the flyers are gonna have to go out and come back.
True.
That's the only way. You can't.
Okay.
Which is
Starting with Felix and Preet, thankfully go right
sense.
next to each other. So
Okay.
if you guys want to go out first and use your movement to go out first, and everyone else can kind of hold their actions until you get back, that works.
I'm gonna dash.
Yep.
Are you gonna fly? Are you gonna cast fly first, or you're gonna dash?
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna cast fly first.
Okay, you're gonna cast
so
fly
we're
first.
flying. I'm flying.
How much movement speed does that give you?
I think it's my movement speed. I think is the same, so it would be like 60.
Okay,
For
yeah. So you
dashing.
can move yourself up to 60 if that's what you're gonna. Well, I guess not for Preet, because one action is gonna be taken on casting fly, and then the other one on.
I'll come after.
Yeah, so you can't dash. You can move
Correct.
to 30, but you can't dash.
Right. Okay.
So you move yourself 60 feet away and 30 feet away, wherever you think you'd kind of end up.
Oh, sorry. I'm up here.
Okay. I mean, you guys are just kind of surveying the area. As you look around, it looks peaceful out there. Like not much is going on.
Do you think we could lure it into the fissure?
I think it caused the fissure.
Oh, okay. All right. Next turn.
Yeah. I'm guessing the other three gonna hold on still. You guys are waiting.
I was looking to see if there's anything
we're waiting
I
on
could
them.
do that would make sense for.
Now I'm
like,
dashing.
to prepare, but no.
Right, so I'm gonna be up. Looks like about here-ish.
So now that you're kind of there-ish, you can kind of look down at these bluish spots that you saw earlier. At first, you look down at them, and it looks like a frozen puddle to you at first. But as you take a closer look, it almost looks like an exposed crystal.
Oh. Can I, if I fly over and touch it?
Yeah, you want to give it a touch? Yeah, you can touch it if you want to.
Yeah. See if I get any vibe off of it.
Yeah, sure. You put your hand off of it. Because of where you are, you expect it to be cold. You expect to like touch ice. It is just like glass. Your hand just glides on it. You can see a couple of cracks in it up ahead, like in other sections, but it's just a smooth, glassy surface. You're pretty sure that if you try to run across it, you'd probably slip.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, just kind of touching it doesn't give off any coldness or anything. And while you're down here, you notice that what seemed to be snow to you at first, doesn't, like, this area isn't cold. Touching it doesn't feel cold. And as you look at kind of what you thought was snow, it's little bits of crystal that have been like chipped off.
Oh, crystal dust?
Yeah, it's just white crystal dust. Felix, since you're kind of up ahead and a little bit up in the air, you can kind of see that there's these hanging like crystal stars, white crystal stars up on the ceiling hanging from it.
I would like to collect a bag of crystal dust.
Crystal dust, go for it.
All right, I'm going to add that to my inventory.
Yeah, bag of crystal dust.
Don't get stopped by the cops.
Yeah.
I'd like to go up to the crystal stars and just sort of examine them.
Yeah, you can go up there. Give me a investigation. That's the one I wanted. 16. Okay, with a 16, you can see where, like, the crystal, as it kind of, you can see kind of where it grows, and then as it expands away from the central structure, it's kind of flakes off, creating that snowy stuff on the surface. It's really just kind of flaked off from these big old crystals up here. They don't appear like, whatever this crystal is made of is very light, and they don't appear to be attached particularly well. Like any kind of big shock or shake would probably knock these off.
Does it look like if they got does it look like if they fell off they would really hurt?
Oh fuck yeah. They're pointy and shit.
Yes, scatter or shatter.
Well, that would make
yes.
Or we wait and
like
then drop it on its head.
Well, you're not here, Horatio, but it's like the the outside is what's fragile. The inner piece is like a nice solid core. It's like the arms are kind of frail and dusty, but the inner core looks pretty hefty. Like if Felix were to run her finger across it, she could take like flakes off the top of it, but the middle part would still kind of be there.
Like Micah. She'll take her crystal dust and fly up Preetwill to confer with Felix. Say, hey, it's not snow down there. It's this stuff. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's cocaine.
So much cocaine.
Maybe right to the side here is a good place to make a stand. Gives us place to sort of run back and forth, and
they like to come up from underneath, don't they?
Yeah.
So that would be.
I mean, I suppose he could come from below, from above too, but
yeah, it would just be better on a rock than on the dirt. Yeah, this seems to run quite a long ways around. So we could put him up on that ledge, kind of go along that way.
Which ledge?
On the far right side?
This thing?
Yeah, this. I mean, some places it's kind of narrow, but...
Yeah, some places. So, looking at it, you could probably get a line of people to walk on it. You could probably get your steeders to walk. Well, you'd have to take apart your carts to get... Like, your steeders aren't going to struggle with it. Like, they're big, but...
Yeah.
Fucking bugs.
Yeah.
But you won't be able to use your carts as carts. You'd have to break them down and use them. Like, there's just not enough space for the wheels and stuff to do anything. but your
Yeah.
carts do fold up. So
I mean, our streeters are basically like slugs, right? So they can.
they're spiders,
Oh, spiders. Okay, so yeah, they can
Hell
climb.
yeah.
spider beetle-y things. Yeah.
Motherfucking spiders.
Yeah. So I mean, and they have a climb, like they have climb and all
Yeah.
that. Like they're not gonna struggle to go
Mhm.
across that themselves.
Yeah.
And they can put, you can take your carts apart and put them on the steeders to do that. You're just not going to be able to haul your carts along and haul anyone within your carts.
All right. So what's a good
Also-
place? Here's you and me. All right, coming back to you and me is what about this big potato?
Big Potato is about 50 feet off. It's a nice plateau about 50 feet off the ground.
Okay. What do you think of the big potato as a place to make our stand?
Yeah, like fire some stuff into the ground to draw it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Let's get our people. Let's fly our people over as fast as we can because I only got an hour of this.
Yep. Me
And
too. All right.
so
You're going to try to carry your people over?
I could sneak over. You don't have to carry me.
Yeah, and Horatio's pretty light, right?
Well, I have
No,
with all my
he's
with
a
all
s-
my with all my equipment and stuff. I weigh about 70.
Well, between the two of us.
You could potentially put your equipment
Pounds.
away since you're putting your carts away.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you keep the essentials that you need, so your focus or your pouch or your book.
If I took off the climber's kit, which I'm probably not going to be using for here, that weighs 12, and also cooking utensils, which weighs 8.
yeah, we don't need the cooking utensils.
Yeah.
could reduce-
Horatio could sit there and figure out the things that he doesn't need and put them away. I am sure that he could figure it out. How bare bones you want to go is up to you. It's not like you wear armor or anything, so you're not going to be weighed down by armor. So you could probably get your weight down to like 30 pounds.
I need to know.
Well,
Yeah.
No, because I've always had the goldfish bowls. With
I think
8
between Preet and
eight.
myself, or sorry, between Felix and Preet together, we can each take an arm of Trevor and haul him over.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can get down to almost probably 40.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be too bad.
I just realized
Honestly,
I still have a bunch of basilisk parts.
Oh, cool.
You
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Honestly, at like 40 pounds, Felix could probably manhandle you just fine.
Yeah.
I need to know how heavy my girl is, though. Buttercup.
Oh,
Buttercup probably weighs a whole lot. She's a robot. End of the day, she's bigger than you and a robot.
She
'Cause
is. She's medium.
Yeah, she's a medium ass robot.
Tiaho's not going to be able to sneak because she's kind of bulky.
I think between me and Preet, we could get her over. I couldn't do
Yeah,
it by
that
myself.
would have to be a 2-person job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trevor could be a 1-person job.
I would
He's
weigh.
not that heavy.
I would weigh. Let's see.
You're a goldfish.
No,
You really you wouldn't weigh any more than with their backpacks would. Like you're gonna weigh as much as a loaded backpack with all their gear.
yeah,
You're not gonna weigh all
I
that.
know. Figure out. I'll be weighing 47
Yeah.
ish. 47 pounds.
Okay, so you're gonna carry Buttercup.
Yep. So I pick up
Correct.
Buttercup with
I don't
Preet.
even have Buttercup. Where's Buttercup at? Buttercup. Yeah. Oh, do I not have Buttercup? Okay, Buttercup and Preet. So do me strength with advantage since there's 2 of you.
Yep. Okay.
She's like I said, she's still heavy. She's not a light creature by any means.
Okay. That's
Being a robot and
fine.
all. Being a robot and all.
Oh, I'm actually not that strong. I forgot. Well, at least it's with advantage.
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Come on.
Preet, are
Buttercup.
you strong?
Preet left. You're on your own.
Oh, Jesus.
There is Buttercup. I will give you control over Buttercup. Where'd you go at? Blackjack Buddy. Still Blackjack Buddy. Okay. So, God, yeah, out of 10. Oof, okay.
Excellent's gonna go ahead and vanish.
You're gonna make it to about there. So, who's getting moved first, Buttercup or Trevor?
Let's see. It's a good question. I mean, we would probably try to move Trevor first.
Okay. Yeah,
'Cause if
Trevor
we
isn't going to
couldn't
be
do
all
it-
that difficult. So you can easily get Trevor with how much he weighs. Where did you want to drop him off?
We'll take him to the potato, to the big potato.
The potato. Okay, Trevor's at the potato.
Yep. All right. Then we're gonna head back
to grab Buttercup, or
grab
are you going to grab someone else?
because we also need Tiaho and Shala, don't we?
If
Well,
you
Trevor
wanna...
was a one-person job, right?
Trevor was a one-person job. Tiaho's probably a one-person job. She's a gnome after all.
All right. So when somebody is doing Tiaho, and somebody is doing at the same time as somebody's doing,
Tiaho and Trevor, they can go
Tiaho and
together.
Trevor.
You can each grab one of them. They are not going to be all that heavy.
I don't think I need to be carried because I can just stealth my way across.
yes,
So
we know. Shala, honey, are you like stealth girl or are you? Do you need a carry?
I am not that stealthy.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's just me.
More of an in tune with nature kind of gal.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm assuming that
I wonder how much seaweed she smokes.
that Preet can get her across, and then we can come back and do Shala. Oh, good. Preet, what's your strength?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, my strength is nothing, so I need you to.
No, it's not, because I gave my ogre my gauntlets of ogre power to Bruno.
All right.
Which we need to get.
You did.
Yeah,
You
but
did give him to Bruno.
I can do a strength check if you want an athletics check.
All right. What is your
1? Athletics is 1, but my strength is -1.
So that should be worse than yours.
Okay. All right.
What are we trying to lift?
Buttercup.
Oh, I've got levitate.
That's good. Well, is that a concentration spell?
No, it's from my Vandalin again.
Okay.
Yeah, but is it a concentration?
No,
If
they
it's
all...
from the Vandalin, it doesn't matter.
No, you use an action to
Oh.
play it, and it casts the
Yeah.
spell. And I've got
Oh, okay.
levitate, so we can just. I'll be up in the air, flying, and I'll play my Vendora
Oh,
and cast levitate.
quietly.
Very quietly.
Quietly play.
Yeah,
Yes.
quietly.
Quietly. You hear a couple clink clings. And Buttercup just kind of takes to the air. And you can go levitate her to wherever you want to. You want her on the potato too? Potato?
Potato.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we should pretty much all be
On potato.
on the
by now.
potato.
Okay,
Yeah.
so are you two going to work together to get Shala over there, or are you going to leave Shala behind?
Oh, I thought we'd already gotten Shala. Yeah,
No,
we
you
should get Shala.
That's going to be a 2-person job. Not that,
Shala's
like,
big
it's
girl.
not she's heavy, but she's a medium girl. And it's like Preet
Yeah,
could
I
probably.
know.
Preet might be able to.
Mhm.
You're probably better off with the two of you.
All right, let's go get Shala.
Okay. So now, if you'd like to do a strength again with advantage, since it's two of you, arm in arm.
Yep.
Oh boy. So I'm slightly stronger. Is that what
You
we
are
figured out?
+1 stronger than Preet.
Okay.
Let's see.
And you don't have to fly very high up since. Oofta. 18.
Thank
Good.
fuck.
Thank
You
God.
don't have to fly. You don't have to fly up very high since you're just trying to avoid the ground more than like fly really high up. Okay. With that, it's a little bit of a struggle. She's not heavy, but you're trying to fly with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's still a full ass person. So
Hey, aren't you a druid? Why aren't you turning into a
Polymorphing or wild shaping into something. Yeah.
no.
A bird.
I am I'm not sure if you noticed, but I specialize in sea watery things. I don't know how useful those would be here.
Cool.
There are a couple of sea creatures that are quite deadly, maybe.
Do they need to breathe underwater?
Eventually.
Can you turn into a giant lobster? Oh no, maybe not.
Oh, that's
or a frog.
That's a good question. We'll have to try, I guess.
Oh, what's the CR of a giant lobster?
I don't know. What is the CR? I don't know what a CR of a... That was a good question that the DM did not know what the CR of a giant lobster is. Giant lobster.
Well, it would probably be similar to a giant crab.
Probably.
Preet, are you gonna come join us on the potato or?
Oh yeah, I'll head over.
Yeah, and I still need to stealth
It's
my
an
way over
eighth.
there.
A giant crab is an eighth.
Ooh, a 1/8. Okay.
1/8
Yeah.
is so weak.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's giant for crab, but it's still medium. It's not like.
Fair enough. All right. Yep, I am on the potato.
Okay, I would like to use my turn to cast the Spirit Shroud on myself.
Wait. Don't get too ahead of yourselves because we got Etzley, who's got to be.
Yeah, I was
extra
about to
sneaky.
say, Muffin, like, I go before you.
Mhm.
Get too ahead of yourself. All right, Etzley. You are
Well, it's been
trying.
so
Are you
long,
going
so-
to dash or walk? Because that's going to make the DC different for your
I
stuff.
think my stealth can make it either way.
Okay. Hey, you know what? You do you.
Guys, should I walk or should I dash?
That's up to you. What would
He's
Etzley
being
do?
intimidating.
Well,
He's
what would
got
Etzley
that
do?
whole oh, so you think this way kind of
You
tone.
say these things.
You say these things.
You say these things.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm gonna assume my walking is gonna take the entire time that they're like flying everybody back and forth.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to do it while they're going back and forth. That's fine.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth. Okay. So
yeah, about.
don't get too ahead of yourself. Let me look.
I am walking.
Does it like squeak like when you walk on snow?
Squeak, squeak.
Like,
It crunches like glass,
Ah.
which is kind of neat because you watch Etzley do it and it doesn't seem to like make any noise.
I'm so stealthy.
Yeah, she's so stealthy.
well trained
I
in walking.
hate that you're
on
grabbing
glass.
things and looking at things right now.
Probably looking up the stats of the.
Well, I didn't expect you to do this in particular, so now I gotta look it up.
Wait, you didn't expect us to try and walk out?
Not in this arrangement.
You didn't expect me to stealthily walk across.
Alone.
No,
Okay.
I did not.
Seriously, you didn't expect me to do this? R&D.
It's fine.
Shameful.
It's fine. It's okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
So, where are you going? You said you wanted to dash. How far are you going to dash?
Oh, I'm walking.
Oh, you're walking. You're not going to dash. You're going to do 30 feet.
Because I'm pretty sure that by the time everyone's gotten to the rock, I will be climbing up it by then. So.
Okay. Okay.
And I want to be careful.
Yeah, sounds good. So, Etzli, you tried so hard to be careful. You genuinely did. This is what I had to look. I had to look up. Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to look up exactly how tremor sense works.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it does not matter how sneaky you are.
It's still.
He can still knows where you are. So you make it. Let's say. So you're walking, so you can make it 90 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna put. You can make it 90 feet from where you're going before you get. From where you started. So from down here, you can make it 90 feet.
Okay.
And then we're gonna start at the top.
Head toward the potato.
Yeah, you're up here. You could be up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna head here.
Okay.
Where are you? Because you need to run, girl.
No, well, she doesn't know what to run about yet.
Well, no, but she does need to get to the potato.
Pasta, the person knows that she needs to run. Etzli is
But Etzli's trying to be cautious and careful.
Yes. She's trying to be cautious and careful. Okay. Top of the round. Felix, you got yourself up on the rock. I mean, I guess let's find out how this works. Because
my steel defender cannot be surprised. So if somebody is coming, it's gonna start going boop, 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 boop.
Yes, your steel defender cannot be surprised. So you'll get Buttercup starts freaking out.
All
right, so
do we know what the initiative of? I mean,
no, you do not know what the initiative is.
Okay, but have you rolled it? Like, is it?
Oh yeah.
Before? Okay.
So I run over and I say, "Girl, run!"
Girl, run! Free action. You have a free action to scream.
And let's see, it's 50 feet down. She can make that.
It's a 50 foot. Yeah, it's a 50-foot drop, which you're flying. So it's not less of a drop, more of a.
I am going to take out my crossbow and hold an action to shoot anything that comes at us.
Okay. What is the range on your crossbow?
Let me look.
Probably
120. 120.
That's pretty high. It's not.
Crossbows are pretty.
I just want to know because
is it a heavy or light or hand?
It's not heavy. So
just a regular crossbow.
Yeah, it's a light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
Then it's 80 feet, and then it's
Perfect.
80 over 320.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good. Holding your action for something that approaches you. Nice. All right. Preet. Felix is freaking out.
Yep.
And telling Etzli to run.
Preet is going to give a bardic inspiration. She's going to be like, fight, fight, fight. And she's going to grab some rocks off the top of the potato. And she's going to start throwing them off the edge.
Okay.
Right.
Who did you give your bardic inspiration to?
You.
Oh, okay.
Because you're like screaming now. Oh shit. It's going down.
Y'all's screaming and throwing rocks should definitely have drawn attention away from me.
Hopefully, yes. And that's my turn.
The rocks will. The screaming might not.
Graboids. Like in Tremors.
Graboid. All right. So that is your turn. Etzli, somehow this thing is faster than you. You feel and you hear the crystals on the floor clinking clank next against each other. As from under the ground, a big boy pops right out.
Whoa.
He's a big boy.
Hey, we're both purple.
Oh, he's got his eye on you. So he takes. No, he does not have eyes. He still has his eye on you. With a big old mouth opened up, he bites down with a 16 plus 14, which I'm pretty sure you cannot beat. That's a 30.
Yeah.
That's a 30.
Ouch.
So you take 3d8s worth of damage. Wow. I can find. I got 3d8s here. Look at that. Me being all prepared. 8, 16 plus 9. Whatever that is. 16 plus 25 points of damage, of piercing damage. Oh, wait. You have
I have uncanny
you have
dodge.
advantage. And you also have advantage on your things. On attacks, right?
Yeah.
Because you got the armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 6, 20. 20 still hits you probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, 25 points of damage. Are you gonna uncanny dodge that?
Yep.
To 12? Okay, so you take 12 points of damage. I need you to do a dex save for me.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Nice.
24.
There
You
you
do
go.
fine. It comes down, it bites down on you, and then you feel its tongue try to wrap itself around you, and you like move yourself away, so you just get kind of purple worm slobber all over you.
Can Etsley yell, "It's got a hentai tongue"?
You can definitely, and yelling is a free
Okay.
action.
She's definitely gonna yell, "It has a hentai tongue."
Yes.
Watch out for the tongue.
Then as you say this thing, you see its tail come up and a big old gnarly looking stinger facing down on you with a critical miss. It goes straight down and you move out of the way and you see the stinger just go whoosh into the snowy crystals next to you. And that is all it's got.
And
Yes,
then
Felix.
And now it's my turn.
Felix. Yes, it has popped up. I don't know what the distance is. You can either take a shot. Yeah, you can take a shot now.
Is it with or without advantage? With or without?
It's
Oh,
with an
I
80.
make it. It's 80.
Yep, it's 80. You can do it a normal ass attack.
Okay, one normal attack with my crossbow.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, man, hits him.
Pew.
13 points of damage as there is no eyes, so you can't aim for the eyes, but one of it makes it into its mouth, like lodges in between its teeth. You can see its tongue trying to like push it out, like there's a
No, I
crossbow
shouldn't have
bolt in
eaten
here.
popcorn.
Yep, it's annoyed by it.
And probably Buttercup is gonna come over.
Yeah, Buttercup, come on over.
About, I don't know what she can do really. Not much.
Not much because your turn already went anyway, so
Yeah.
she can't.
Yeah, this is just
I'll let you move her, but she as far as actions go, she's pulled out. All right, Etsley, you just got attacked by a giant worm thing.
Okay. I'm debating on whether or not to just go ahead and climb up here or just come over here with y'all so it's in range. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make my way over here and run, dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, have you seen Tremors?
Yeah.
I'm
Dash.
making my way downtown.
Do
No,
you,
I haven't. I've seen posters.
Do you can you disengage first?
You doesn't
Yeah,
need to.
I can.
You don't need
Okay.
to.
Oh,
If I
that's
didn't
right.
need to, I could.
Yeah, you can attack. You can do attacks of opportunity, Etsley.
Yeah, I can.
I think so can Horatio and Preet.
Make my way up
Yes.
here.
I think you can make it all the way up. It's still 50 feet up in the air. Like you can make it to the base and start climbing up.
Yeah, I'll make it to the base. Start climbing.
Yeah, you still got to go up a bit. Do you actually have? Because I think your shoes are attunement. Do you are attuned to your shoes?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can just use your movement to move straight up. But
She's
no
about
worries.
30 feet
Oh, yeah.
off the cliff.
Yeah. So you got a little bit. You got a little bit left to go. Anything else for you?
Can I still do an action or?
Well, you would need
No,
to
you just
use your
dash.
action to
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
and
then that's
use the
it.
bonus action to do another dash to get
Yeah, that's
far
it.
up.
Horatio.
Okay, well, I'm gonna walk forwards. Boop. Why do you have to be right outside my range? You motherfucker. That is really annoying.
I'm sure you could fall off the cliff. You could take the damage. You've done it before. I'm just tempting you to go down on the ground.
Everything is fucking 60 feet.
Yes, impress fish lady by falling off of a cliff.
Press the fish lady. Superhero landing. Plus spell. Falling is also a free action.
I have something that can that does have a. Where's one of you? No. Well, I'm gonna use chill touch on it then, since it's outside of my range.
Chill touch. It needs to do a save. Right?
It does.
Save? No, it's a thing. That's right on its AC.
Is it?
No problemo. That's right. It's a little bit above his AC. His AC isn't that hard. So it takes 19. Oh no. How much damage does it take?
Yeah, it takes 19 points of it takes 19 points of necrotic damage. And
is that at your roll to hit? Or is that the damage?
Oh, sorry, that's the roll to hit.
Okay, so it takes it hits it.
Yeah, no, sorry. It takes 12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And it can't regain those hit points until the start of my next turn, and until the start of my next turn. Nope, it's fine because it's not undead, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Shala. What is Shala gonna do? I don't know. Shala is going to. What is that spell called? The vine one.
Grasping vine.
Thorn stuff. Not thorn whip.
Thorn whip.
Grasping
I have it.
vine?
Let me find it.
I mean,
entangling thorn.
Yeah, the entangling one. I'm trying to remember. Oh God, why can't I pull up? Oh, that's why.
You have a hentai tongue? Well, we have hentai thorns.
We have hentai thorns. I forgot how big it is. I had a thing. There it is. Entangle.
Yes.
Why is it? I don't want you. I just want entangle. Entangle. We'll put it on the map layer and we'll go there. And there we go. Entangle. So you see let's go with seaweed, because why not? That's good. Seaweed is kind of growing out of the ground, which is a little weird, but hey, what can you do about it? Growing out of the ground and spreading itself all around you, covering a do some amount of area.
Around us, not around it.
Why is she entangling us?
No, she's just, sorry. No, she's not. She's gonna entangle it, or try to entangle it.
Here's my thing. Why is she entangling it so fucking far away?
She's trying to help. You wanted to get it closer to you?
No. Keep it fine. The moment it gets a chance to move, it's moving, it's burrowing, and then going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's just trying to stop him from getting close to you.
20 foot.
Mm-hmm. So, strength saving throw from the worm. It is
20. Not 20.
Oh gosh, it got a crit. So the seaweed tries to wrap itself around the purple worm, and the purple worm just kind of shakes it off, and you see just pieces of seaweed go everywhere.
Taylor Swift shakes it off.
Yeah, it just shakes it off.
Yeah, it's still difficult terrain.
Yeah, she tried her best. Felix.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, where did you put it exactly? You put the little thing, but
it's right underneath. It's right underneath.
Isn't it 20 feet? Is it 20 foot?
Oh, yeah, it is 20 foot. Sorry, I didn't make it big enough.
Can Buttercup hold an action?
I don't see why not.
All right. So when Etsley comes up here, she's gonna repair her.
Just gonna repair.
Yay! I'm being repaired.
You're gonna repair Etsley?
I'm a motherfucking robot.
I'm sorry, what? You're gonna repair
Yeah.
Etsley?
Oh, well, heal. I think that's what it's supposed to do.
No.
Well, it can
only heal
only
itself.
And,
Oh, it
and
doesn't
mechanical-
heal-
and,
No.
and mechanical things.
Oh,
It's
so it
still
doesn't
one
heal
too
me.
small.
I'm a robot.
Yeah, no, it cannot heal Etsley.
It's still one too small, R&D.
Why did no one ever tell me I'm a robot?
All right. Well, I mean, I guess she'll attempt to hold a force-empowered run just in case somebody comes within 5 feet that's an enemy, but that's not
Okay.
going to help much, but that's fine.
Then the worm needs to be moved back. That's what it was.
I'm going to whack it twice with... Is it entangled?
No, it shook off the things. It's still in difficult terrain. But
Okay.
it's not
Taylor
entangled.
Swift shook it off.
Question: has it been a full hour getting us over here?
No, God, no.
Oh, well. All right. Then I'm gonna fly a little bit out. I'm up high, but I'm flying. And I'm gonna get... Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rock. I'm going to do my magical tinkering into just a rock. I'm going to go into the rock. And then I'm going to throw it so that it lands and just keeps going. So I don't know how far I can throw it. To
Do an athletics.
Okay.
So athletic.
I'm gonna go with with a roll like that. Probably only like 30 feet, but it's a good distance.
Yeah. From where
So which way are you gonna throw it, and where do you think it's gonna land?
I'll roll here, just so that it's away from us a bit.
All right, let's get you. Do I have a rock? I probably do. Probably have a boulder or a rock. What do I got?
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
All right.
Why is that
We don't.
tiny 5-foot square?
Because that's
I
going to
don't
be my
know.
spiritual weapon in my hand.
Ooh,
I'm
I have a
prepared.
spiritual weapon for
Oh,
you.
okay.
I mean, you can use that too. But
Yeah, it's just to keep the game
Well,
going.
we could use this one
There you
as the
go.
rock. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your spiritual weapon. Yeah, you can use that as a rock.
Yeah, you can have
Use
that.
it as a rock. Put it wherever you
Yeah.
want it. A purple
Okay.
thing is your rock.
Okay. It is putting out sound
Putting out
and
sound. Okay.
vibration.
So much sound. All the vibrations.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna be like, guys, shh.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Takes us to Preet.
Yep. So Preet's going to use her bonus action this time to cast spiritual weapon. Move up that there because it's white. And yeah, then that's it really for her turn because she can give she'll give inspiration to Horatio.
Okay.
You can use it on
Horatio, yes?
pretty much anything.
What is it? A D what?
I am currently at a D10.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
I have so many notes. You can see.
Um,
See how it says BA D10? Yes. That means bonus
There you go.
action. That means
Bonus
bonus
action,
action.
D10.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say badass.
yes, that too. No,
Oh, I was thinking Bachelors of Arts.
Yeah,
that's what I have.
what I was thinking too. A BA.
No, I like list them
Alright.
as like action, reaction,
Yeah, that makes
because I
sense.
have to. There's too much.
That makes sense. All right, so that takes us to anything else?
Wormhole.
No, that was it for her turn.
Okay, the worm. The worm is not going to be able to move 1, 2, 3, even though it's just entangled. It's just, I mean, it's not entangled, but it's having a hard time. So that's about as far as it can go. Yep. Okay, takes us to Etsley.
Okay, I'm gonna continue making my way up.
Down.
I'm like halfway
Climbing
up.
fast.
So I'll put
No,
boop.
stop. Don't.
Faces pass and I'm homebound. Okay. This is what true love is, folks.
That reminds me of White Chip.
Okay, so as soon as I get up there,
Infinite daggers.
It's a little far
I could
away,
use
but
infinite daggers, or I could use. You know what? How far can I throw a dagger? Like how far?
same as a
What's
gnome.
my
It
range?
should say in a dagger. Your dagger, the dagger stat block should tell, or the whatever, not stat block. The dagger thing should tell you how far.
It's closer now.
2060. So you could
Yeah.
throw it with disadvantage.
I can throw it with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, there's no risk of me losing the dagger, so I'm gonna try
Yeah.
throwing one.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that at all.
I don't have to. This is great. I love this bandolier. Thanks, R&D.
You're welcome. All I needed to know is that you wanted to be a Nesh. That's it. It's like, okay, she wants to be a Nesh. I can do
Yes.
that.
Nicknames even the Wraith. Y'all don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your characters don't know that yet. Boop. 15. That's not gonna make it.
Nope, that does not. 15 does not make it. You can do 2. Remember, it's 2 per
Yes,
action.
I can.
15, 2 15s, so dagger, and they just fall short. They're like bump, clinked into the sticks straight into the snowy, crystally things on the bottom.
Well, I'm guessing I can't use a spell, so that's all my stuff.
Yeah, you cannot unless you have a bonus action spell.
I don't, because for some reason I can never have a bonus action spell.
Well, it will also not make sense since as a rogue,
Bonus
you're
action
using your bonus
spells
action
hate me.
to a lot.
Yeah. All right.
Even as a magic user, I can never have bonus action spells.
Okay. So, where
As soon as this
are
fucker gets
who's next?
closer, I'm just gonna jump on it.
Horatio.
Oh, it's now within 60 feet. Let's
It's
have
now
some
within
fun.
60 feet.
I'm gonna cast Finger of Death at it.
Okay.
Pew, pew. I just imagine you doing finger guns whenever you do
It
that.
needs to make a con save, DC 18.
And it got a 16.
What's its con?
You don't know that.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you meant that you rolled a 16.
No, I got a 16.
Okay, you added. Okay, sorry. Well, it fails and takes 60 points of necrotic damage.
60 points
60?
of necrotic. Wow, look at that.
It's a 7th-level spell.
A pretty
Nice.
good spell. There you go.
It's 7d8 plus 20. Sorry, plus
Yeah.
30.
He's looking pretty rough already.
Cool.
All right. Shala. Shala is sitting there like, I really like, oof. Like I could make a thorn whip, but I feel like that's not going to be helpful at all remotely. So she's just going to be like, yeah, I'll hang out and heal you all if you need it. Felix.
Well, is Etsley up? Because Etsley needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Oh, you need some healings?
Yeah.
You need some healings. All right.
I lost a good bit of health.
She puts her hand on you and
Salt water.
all right, whatever.
Fish pee.
You feel that same calming sensation that you felt in the hot springs, and you can give yourself 12 hit points back.
12.
Yes.
12. Hole 1, 2.
R&D, is this going to be another poll?
What? Yes.
Salt water.
Salt water is gross.
That's exactly the amount of hit points I lost. So
that's hilarious. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
All right, now Felix. Giant worm is like not tangled, but it can't get through all this grassy bit.
Kind of stuck.
Ocean water has a nice taste.
Whales poop in it.
I love whales.
All right. Anyway,
go ahead, Felix. What are you gonna do?
Felix is going to fly in a downward thing, kind of bonk off again, and fly up high.
Oh no! Take it back. Go back. Never mind. It's not your turn.
It is
not your turn.
Okay.
I forgot. I was like looking at this dice, wondering why it was there. Why is this dice here? I remembered. And this dice here is because you threw a thing, and so it attracted the attention of a thing. As you look at the rock that you threw that is now yowling noises, out of the ground comes yodeling noises. Comes this slightly smaller worm thing.
No.
And he goes straight for your rock.
Does it look like the other one?
Good boy, no.
I mean, it looks like a purple worm, just a lot smaller.
Okay. No, it's just like it's not like two different species.
No, like a younger version.
Okay.
Maybe baby purple worm. And it eats your rock. Just go hop and eats it.
Good. All right. So actually,
Got bubbles.
I feel like what I want to do. Give me 1 second. Now that has happened, I'm sorry that it.
Yeah, no, that's why I had to remember, because it's like, oh yeah, your rock is gone.
Okay. Where am I? I'm over here. Okay. I need to see how shatter works.
The con save, if I remember right.
I need to know what its area is.
Oh.
Are you gonna do the
Yeah, because we need to remember the sharp point.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere. Okay.
That's 4 squares.
Yeah, I'm good. I want to put it. I'm still back here actually. I want to put it like on
10-foot radius.
Yeah, I want to put it like on where some of this business is happening, so that I want to see what happens with that glassy stuff.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Oh, it's an organic.
Yeah. Okay. So both of these guys are gonna have to do a con save. What's the DC?
My DC is
18.
Yeah.
18. You're gonna take 11 points of damage. So.
Well, I'm going to do it at a higher level. I'll do it at like 3rd level. So I think that's another DC, another D6. D8. Sorry.
Okay. So we'll let you roll. Okay. 13. Sad D8. That's okay. Do you have inspiration? You have inspiration.
Oh, that's true.
You have bardic inspiration. Actually, you have both, but you have bardic.
I could do a D10 on top of that
if you wanted to. I'm just reminding you.
Doesn't that,
that helps.
21.
Use it for damage.
Yep, you can. I've got a special
21.
thing.
Okay, so baby worm with its con of something fails it. Big boy worm with its con makes it. So big boy worm takes 10 points of damage from your thing. Baby worm takes a 21, right? 11 for you, 21 for you. Baby worm is already looking not happy to be in this situation at all. Okay, so here's what happens. Vibration, big bang, shatters just about everything the the crystal-y things on the floor just kind of get dispersed and float into the air like really fine dust.
Mm-hmm.
The crystally shiny floor just disappears from that area. You just shattered it, leaving your wormy friend here to fall into it because his deck sucks. As the big worm falls several feet down it, he's not going to take any damage, but now it's going to be even harder for him to get up. So you got to kind of, you really got him pinned down at this moment.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Felix's turn.
Okay. Preet is Felix is within range, so she is going to cast Bless on Felix, Etzley, and herself. So we all get the Bless bonus now on your attack saves.
I don't know what that would do.
D4.
D4. It's an extra
thank
D4 in your roll. And then she is going to use her spiritual weapon. She's going to smack the thing. Because did it drop down underneath?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
she can move it up to like
you can
30
move it. You
feet.
can move it down there. It's not gonna be. It's just mostly it's just stuck. Yeah, that'll hit it.
Yeah, 18 will hit it. Okay, so
Oh yeah, 18 will hit it.
it's not giving me the option to like say what level. Normally, it asks me what level I want to cast that at.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird because I did it both ways, both on the spell list. So I guess I'm just gonna. Oh no, there it is. It's when I hit the damage. Okay, so level 4.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not too bad.
So 7 plus 6
20.
plus 20.
12 plus
20
8.
points.
No. 6 plus 6.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at the crit. Sorry, my bad. So
Okay.
12.
So 12. So 19.
Correct.
Oh, sorry, 12. 12. Sorry, I got it all.
12.
Yep, 12.
12 points of damage. All right.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Purple worm is stuck. It's going to use its entire movement to try to make it back up to the surface, and it really can't do much else besides it's now back up above. So you have it pinned down. Etzley.
Okay.
Do you have any spells that could reach you?
You're
You could
blessed
try
now
out fear.
if you want to try to hit it.
I'll try to fear it.
I could
I
try to
doubt
fear
it will be is capable of
I don't think
fear.
worms have a worst fear.
Yeah.
Even bigger birds.
Of fear?
What does a giant purple worm have to fear besides Felix?
Besides
You
giant
wouldn't hit it with
birds.
fear. It's fear. That's a 30-foot cone from you.
Okay.
Looks like you can hit it with a dagger now. It's within 60.
That's
Well, it's
true.
quite-
Let's
yeah.
try it again.
What's disadvantage? So, but yeah,
Why is 60 disadvantage?
because a dagger has only 20 feet. For
Well,
normal.
still even. Who cares? You
Well,
know.
Try best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'll try this
true.
one more time, and then next round, I'll do a spell.
Oh,
Nice.
no, that's disadvantage. So 14.
Yeah.
Not
14.
quite.
Ugh.
You get 2. Nope, 13
Plus,
and 14. Neither of
You're
them.
blessed.
I hate that it said
You are
disadvantage.
blessed.
Yeah.
I am blessed.
Roll the 2d4s.
Let's see if you get a.
D4.
There you go. Only one of them's
There's
going to hit.
D4.
Yeah. Its AC is 18, so only one of them is going to
Okay.
hit. But
Yeah.
Oh, one of them hits.
one of them hits.
Ooh.
10 damage. So one of them just gets stuck in between like the layer, like the scales on the purple worm.
And
He
then poof.
screams in pain.
And then it disappears.
And then the dagger disappears. And just kind of like the worm just kind of looks at it and it's like, where'd it go?
The fuck?
What is this all about? All right. Horatio.
Well, since there's now 2 of them, let's go with Circle of Death. So you see a gigantic, like, from a point out here. Out here, you see a 60-foot radius sphere of just darkness and necrotic energy just expand out.
I think we all have tokens for space, by the way.
Well, it's
but
no,
yeah,
it disappears. It
Oh, it
disappears.
disappears right away.
It's an instant thing. It's just describing it.
Okay. Giant ball of death and darkness envelops these two.
Boom.
We're gonna start with Baby Worm. Baby Worm gets a.
Why is the DC higher on that one?
I don't know.
Baby worm.
Baby Worm gets an 8,
worm.
so regardless of your DC, it's probably not gonna make it. Big Boy Worm gets a. Gets a 1.
Oof.
So it's not gonna make it. So neither of them make it. They each take 30 points of damage. Ooh.
Necrotic damage. That's
Necrotic damage.
That's a bad roll.
Yep.
Damage roll for that spell.
Okay.
Yep,
that takes us to anything else for you?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Shala's gonna keep holding her action. She's really only got close range stuff, so she can't help you out too much. Baby Purple Worm is going to it looks real bad. You were incredibly close. It turns its mouth downward and starts to dig down into the ground, and you lose sight of it. Which takes us to Felix. There is a hole left behind.
Well, I'm gonna go position myself over the hole, which I think was about there.
Yep.
Do I see it?
Yep, it's down there. It's about 30 feet down.
Gonna twang a couple of crossbow bolts at it.
Okay, twang away.
All right.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. Exactly.
There's a hole for
I'm
you.
a sound effect person.
Thank you. Sorry.
It's more like there. But yeah.
Okay. Crossbow.
Yeah, that hits, and you can describe its death. It had 1 HP. It had 31, and then you hit it with 30.
Okay. It was so basically it's just this like bloody mess, and she just sort of shoots it through, and it kind of goes straight to wherever the kind of head is. God knows.
Yeah, with these worms, it's hard to tell sometimes.
But
it wriggles around in the hole for a little bit and then holds still.
All right, so then I'm gonna put the other one in its mama, saying your kid was ugly. Now it's dead.
Yeah.
8.
8. 19? You mean 8 damage? Yes.
Mhm.
All right, 8 damage. You get another. Shoot it back in its mouth, and it's like another little twig of a bolt stuck in its mouth.
Whoever said popcorn was the best snack is a liar.
It is a liar. All right, and that takes us to Preet.
Yeah, so Preet's gonna walk off the edge because she's still flying, and she's just gonna kind of float forward like 10 feet just to get a bit closer.
Yeah.
And she is going to toll the dead at that thing.
Okay.
That's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. 18. Wisdom is high enough to pass that.
Damn it. All right. She's still
So
blessed.
6, no, none, because it's still dead.
And then she'll whack again with her spiritual weapon. She's
Okay, go for it. Looking for an 18. That's an 18.
Luck point. Here comes the damage at level 4. Right, 14 damage.
14. Okay, it's still standing there. Looking good. All right. Anything else for you?
Nope, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Takes us to the purple worm. You just killed its baby, but it's so. Well, no, Preet's flying, but you killed its baby. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it can reach you. So it's going to try to bite you with a natural 20.
Can it like get up to me?
It's a gargantuan creature. Thing's fucking huge.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's gonna have no issue getting to you. It's also got reach, so it's unless you're really, you'd have to be really, really high up to not
I'm guessing I probably wouldn't be that high up.
Yeah, you'd have to be like 70 or 80 feet off the ground.
No, I doubt I'd be that high up because I was shooting at them.
Mhm.
All right, go for it.
This thing's huge. Okay, well, I got a crit, so that's 68 plus 9, and I need a dex save.
Okay. And dex save.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Oh, you won't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, you are blessed, but you won't need it. You still take 44 points of damage as it bites down on you. God, that's so much, but that's what crits do. And since you're still nearby, it's going to try to take its stinger to you. It reaches its tail up at you with a 620 with a 20.
Shield.
The stinger goes towards you, and your shield pops up, deflecting the stinger from hitting you. And that's all this one's got for you. Takes us to Etzley. Firebolt at it. Go for it.
Boom.
15 does not hit. My goodness,
God damn it. What's with all these 15s I'm rolling?
Yeah.
I am useless if I'm not stealth or using my sword dagger combo.
Yeah, you gotta get up there. Which is also dangerous, but
yeah, exactly. I would die if I was up there.
Shala kind of leans over into Horatio's bowl and says, "Oh, isn't it cute when non-magic users try to use magic?"
So shady.
Esley's gonna hate this bitch.
So shady.
Esley's gonna
that's
hate her.
I mean, she is a magic user. She uses magic.
Yeah, I am.
I have no idea what the fuck is up with my DCs right now. They're all over the fucking place. My correct DC is 19, but for some reason, when I went in and did I did nothing. All I did was open it, and now one of them has stopped to DC 13. I have no idea why.
All right, well, we'll stick to 19. Yeah. We know what it is. All right, go for it, Horatio.
Well, let's see. What do we have? We can do. Let's do a. Oh, that's not gonna work. Sorry, I was so busy just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on that I didn't actually look at what I had. Sorry. What's what we do? Are you? No, why not? Let's do a ray of sickness on it.
Okay.
Let's do it at third level. Why not?
$17 does not hit him.
Damn it. Well, okay.
You try. It just kind of doesn't quite make it all the way there. You're right. Peter's out next to Felix. All right. Shala is still, yeah, you guys are all like melee people, and she's like, I don't know what to do. Purple worm, baby one, dead. Felix, big worm, try to eat you.
She didn't have healing word?
Oh, yeah. Who did somebody take damage?
Yeah, Felix.
Oh, you did take damage. She does got a little healing for you. She's got a little. She's got a little damn little. Oh, but she rolled terribly, so you only get 6.
That's all right.
That's a terrible roll. Sorry.
That's
Lots of ones. Lots of ones.
Every little bit counts.
Mm-hmm. All right, but yes, Felix, it's all yours.
Going to. I'm gonna take my second wind, which is, where are you? Where the hell are you, second wind? Oh, there you are. 1d10 plus 10. Okay. So that is 16. Another 16 points. And then I'm gonna ride the worm.
Worm wranglers over here. Okay.
Okay.
Esley's gonna
As soon as
cheer
it-
really loudly.
If anybody can figure out what 87 plus 16 is, let me know. And I come down and I just grab onto it by its back, and I'm gonna whack it with my flame tongue sword twice.
Oh no.
No.
It's
Have
bucking
to-
so much you cannot you so far can't
bless
do
What's
it.
with all these
And-
15s?
Man.
Bless.
Come on. Yes.
Okay, the second one does, yes.
I'm
Okay.
baffled by all these 15s.
Oh my god, this
These
is
rolls
ridiculous.
are just oh my goodness.
They're garbage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna action search and do it again.
Okay, so you got a 15 on the first one, or your first. You try to. It's just bucking. It's just haven't quite been able to get your grip on it.
Okay,
So
I'm
action
gonna-
surge and whack whack whack.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
Now we got our footing in with a 16
And
plus 22, 30,
All right,
29.
so- Yeah. I think this extra +7 and +6 is nothing. So
Those are for the crit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which doesn't count. So
Which doesn't count, yeah. All right, so 29. It is looking real rough at this point. The
And-
spots where you hit it, just purple blood. It's got purple blood. Why not? Bleeding. I'm just gushing out of it.
and all right, yeah. Now I have to figure out what 87 plus 16 is, but
87, 87 plus 16. 80. So 13 carry the 1, so 103. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Preet.
Preet is going to first smack it with her spiritual weapon. See how that goes.
Can you reach it?
The
Yeah, it
spiritual
should be
weapon?
able to.
Oh yeah, it can move up to
Yeah.
30 feet. Yeah, it can get over there. That's my bonus action to move it and then attack with it. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and so level 4. Does 16 force damage?
16. Oh, it is looking like it's on its last legs.
And then-
if it had any.
With her action,
Nice bedtime.
she's gonna try tolling the dead at it one more time.
One more time. Con save, right?
Correct.
Wisdom.
Eight-
Wisdom
Oh,
save.
sorry, wisdom save 18.
Ooh.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Ooh, that is a good roll.
Mhm.
Oh, it got an 18.
Oh fuck! But does it have a
Ah.
minus on its wisdom?
No, God,
No.
no.
Damn it.
No.
It's
So
not
no
very
damage.
smart, but it's very wise.
Okay.
No damage.
Oh,
Good.
well, I got the 16 force in.
That's right.
God, that's a lucky purple worm.
Yeah, it's
To
rolled.
be fair, it's rolling. It's rolling there. Okay,
Mhm.
it takes us to its turn. It's gonna try to eat. It's gonna try to eat Felix again because it's hungry, and Felix just keeps causing it trouble. 21.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay, it's gonna hit you.
No, so I'm gonna do a cutting words reaction
Okay.
on that. So let me just pull that up. I basically get to spend a bardic inspiration and roll a bardic inspiration, and I'm gonna try to take it away from its attack.
Okay.
So here comes a D10
Your mother was a hamster.
minus
And you
4
both-
off the attack.
So that
Yeah, that won't do
sorry.
it.
that won't do it.
Damn it.
Okay.
Don't you still have shield?
I'm
Was that-
Not
no,
sure
no,
if my
no,
shield is. I don't think it's still up.
No, you had your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, you already had your turn. No, you're
Yeah.
good.
Never mind.
Yeah, 20. Okay, so yes, the 17 isn't going to. So it looks like it's about to grab her, and then I don't know. What do you say to it?
Oh, I say, your kid was ugly.
You see it look at you and just kind of like get distracted. If it had eyes, it would be sad. It looks sad, so it just kind of slumps its head down. But then
Like,
realizing that, you know what? Realizing that you are just the worst. It's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'm-
6 at you.
I'm gonna still ride it.
Yeah.
Right.
Do a either an acrobatics or athletics to stay on.
Okay.
And it's gonna oppose you. Ooh, God.
Woo!
I'm right at the worm. Right at the worm.
Oh, I got a 7 plus 9, got a 16. So yeah, you're still on it. You
That's
stay
right.
on it just fine.
And I'm going,
It's gonna take its stinger and try to aim for you, Pre, because you just hurt its feelings, and that was mean. That was just rude. With a 29, I'm sure that no
Yeah,
matter
that's
what
gonna
you
hit.
do, it's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
3d6 plus 9 on that one, and
Oh, it does have disadvantage because I have my cloak of displacement.
It does.
So one more roll, please.
It rolled an 11 plus 14. It's still 26. So
okay, fair enough.
So you take 9 plus 9, 18 piercing damage, and then I need you to do a con save.
Yes, I have advantage on my con save because I got Warcaster.
That's for that's for keeping concentration though.
Yeah, that's for keeping concentration, but
it's not all con saves.
Well, she also
so I do need
fly.
I do need a because I'm blessing people, so I do need my con save. So I'll have to do 2 con saves. Well,
yeah. Hold on, your fly.
No, my fly's from my magical item.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to subtract 18 from 102, and it's really fucking complicated. Is that 86? I'll just say. Okay, I'll do that.
18 from what?
102.
I think it is 86.
Okay, all right. My
That
mental.
makes sense.
No, it's 84.
84.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So yes, you need
roll.
a con. Do the con save for the attack first. Okay.
24.
Okay, so you're gonna take a little bit of.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really that much?
Well, I also have my luck stone.
No, I need to double check that I wrote this note down. It seems like a lot of damage, but maybe it is that much damage.
Okay.
I'm like all of a sudden rereading it, and I'm like, is it really that much? Because that seems like it would kill you, and maybe that's the point. Maybe for once I'm actually using like the regular stats too. I'm not even making them.
Really.
They are really tough. I don't like for once didn't like make these things like super broken. No, it is that much. Okay.
Yeah.
It really is that much damage.
A purple worm venom is really.
Yeah. So you take. We're just gonna make it 66 rather than the 12d6 you would be taking.
Oh Jesus!
Jesus Christ!
Oh God.
Of poison damage, you take 19 points of poison damage.
Okay.
From the stinger, and then you got to do 1 con save for the. You got to do a lot of 2 con saves.
Okay.
1 at 10 for the stinger, or the. Well, no, I guess you can make 1 at 20. Because you took a lot of damage. You can either do 2 at 10 or 1 at 20, whichever one you prefer.
I get it. Well, I mean, my base is 10, so I don't know what you mean. I'll do 2 at 10. I mean, is that a lower con save roll? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think.
Because my con is.
Is it per? It's per attack, right?
Yeah, it's per attack. Usually.
It's per attack. Okay, so they are going to have to be combined. So it's the 19 plus the 20 something, right?
Oh, all right. The one math I just did that I already forgot.
So it's like 40.
Okay.
Somewhere in the 40 range. So half of that, 20.
20. And that's so 1 roll for both attacks together?
It's 1 attack. It's just 2 different types of damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine either way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just one's like poison damage and one's whatever damage. Okay. There we go. Sounds good. You're fine. Either way, you're good.
Do you need me to do a concentration check for my spell too?
No, that was
it.
Right?
Okay. I'm glad you're keeping track of all the Constitution saves.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome. All right, Etsley, Purple Worm has gotten closer to you.
I'm gonna use Mind Thrust.
Oh.
You threw dagger, you would get sneak.
Would I get sneak?
Yeah, there's someone next to it.
There's 2 people next to
it.
Then I'll do daggers then.
And yeah, they work on ranged weapons. There's nothing saying they don't. Oh,
damn.
Honestly, you can roll all the damage, but it ain't living.
I just want to see how much.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah,
that sucks. It's still living it. It's still dying. It's still not living.
It's another fucking 15.
Yeah. No, you're still killing it. You killed it. You killed it
I
with
know,
the first
but I'm
one.
just shocked by all these fucking 15s that we've been
Yeah, you guys
rolling.
have rolled really badly.
Is something gonna happen on the 15th of August? Like,
Probably
No.
something. Oh well, describe how you dagger this thing to death.
she's just gonna dagger it in the middle of the head and then dagger it again. Just using one dagger to make a hole, and then the other dagger to kind of scoop past and go even deeper.
Yeah, so the first dagger hits in, and then because these daggers disappear, it disappears, followed by another dagger that just goes in right to its brain, and it just slumps on down to the floor. And your big old purple worm is out.
I just realized we forgot to roll any kind of anything for Tiaho.
I'm not sure she's got any range things. She'd probably be the same build
But
as the
even
rest of them.
still, like we could have.
Yeah,
We just forgot.
we forgot.
Yeah,
Poor
this is what
Tiaho.
happens when you put me in charge of a side character. I forget that they exist.
It's okay. Yeah, your purple worm falls,
Yay.
and yeah.
Is that kind
and-
of where we're gonna leave it?
Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah.
good place to leave off for
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes. Right after a little bit of a scuffle. So did a bit of role
Mhm.
play, did a bit of downtime, did a bit of scuffle.
Yeah. You got
Good
yourself
balance.
a new companion.
Yes.
I once again got to show off
Fucking
how
bitch.
insane the fucking high level necromancy spells are.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good stuff. Well then.
Alright.
I love them. They're so
Uh,
much
I'm
fun.
gonna assume that Esley didn't hear her snark remark, but I just know that she's not gonna like her.
Didn't you make some snark remarks at her?
Yeah, I think
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
You
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
you
You
did.
did.
What remark did I make?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again, but you said something snarky.
You said something snarky. I don't
That's
remember
why,
what it was.
that's why she's being snarky
See, if
at
y'all
you. It
don't
didn't
remember,
come out
I
of
don't
nowhere.
remember what it was.
It
He'll
was
give you a
something like,
timestamp.
I
is
said
it
anything.
I think you said.
Oh, that's about the scales.
Oh, but I didn't say that to her. I was saying that
Hey.
as a joke out just to you guys.
I think that
No, we're still
everything's
going with
in-
anything you say out loud. We're gonna
Yeah.
because
If I have
you all say snarky things all the
Yeah,
time.
if I have to do that, you have to.
Yeah.
I think the DM
yeah,
has
but
a
we
and
do
here's
it to you because it's funnier.
if you talk meta, I mean unless you're asking about a rule or something like that.
Yeah.
I think the DM can rule anything that comes out of your mouth canon.
Although, to be
'Cause you
fair,
said
it
it.
would be-
I
I-
just meant that to be
It
a
was
joke
just-
to you guys.
No, well,
No,
the DM took it as an insult towards her, and she heard you, and so you started the snarkiness. You cannot be mad at her. Well, I mean, you can, but
Well,
If it's
she
any
was snarky first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be
Well,
good
if it's any
practice for the
consolation-
Cirque du Soleil.
Well, Esley would be
Savage.
if Esley had said that, which Esley, I don't think she would have said something like that out
Well,
loud.
That's
But if she had, it would be more of a joking tone and not of a snarky tone.
Well, in her
So she's
in
just
her
being
mind.
snarky.
In her
Mhm.
mind.
this is why. Yeah, this is gonna be good practice for the circus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making you all abide by the things that you say.
I've gotten used to that because you enforced it on me.
I have, yes, it's true. I haven't forced it on Micro for a while. So the rest of you now get to experience what Micro experiences.
Welcome to my pain, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Chrissy, crack that whip as
Mm.
DM for the next campaign.
For
Uh,
the next campaign, it's gonna be so hard for me to remember to like not make my jokes out loud and to type them in the chat.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure. Like you get cracked on your knuckles a couple times. You'll remember. Also, Sib types in the chat a lot, so they'll be like, not a lot, but they
He
do.
does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he does. He talks
So-
in the chat.
Which is fine.
Keeps it out of the gameplay, but
Mhm.
people can dip in and out. So, we're back next week, right? We're on to a regular schedule.
Yeah,
now?
I have no reason not to be at this point.
Yeah,
I'm all out of
unless-
vacationy things.
Unless because I won't be home, but I should be able to play from where I am, presumably.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
That sounds good.
It depends on exactly how the place we go to look. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
if
you
it's the
need to
middle
tell
of the
me
night.
where y'all are going. I want to know.
Okay, so then all that's left to be said is goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
party.
They did the bit.
Ooh.
Right, off air.